Test run, test run. Okay, that's going. I want to see if this works now. Let's see if this actually does not go through now. Test, test. Okay, it is. All right, good. We're good there. The OSC Masters Cup 150 coming up. Well, the qualifiers. So I got some money coming into this too. But yeah, I think I'm good on YouTube. I'm just getting fired up here for everything. Just letting it go. I have things to do. I'm behind. How does my voice sound? It looks like it's too quiet. We had issues before on the scene, but I since changed some settings. I think this is way too quiet. Let's see. Raise, 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 raise. Check, 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 check. It's way quiet. Let me try something. Filters. Check, 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 test. How does it sound? Bear with me, guys. Got to get the stuff set up. Charlie been chilling here. Hey, Bad Banner. Hey, Bull Bacon. It's all cast only. No bot bullshit, no nothing. We're on YouTube too, so What's up, guys? So I got some money going into this too. It's the 4th year of doing the OSC Masters Cup. I've been behind on this stuff, and honestly, I'm shitting my pants. Don't even want to get into it, but like, you know, I got like this month and the beginning of it, but I could hit you up on the side. All I know is I'm not even ready for the assessors in my apartment, and it's still filthy and whatever, and I just had a stressful bunch of time. My mom just came over to help, but she's like super ADD. She was trying to help, and I was like mean, but it was like I got a lot to do. Like I was stupid to stream as much yesterday, and then I wasn't feeling good. But anyway, I shouldn't be talking about that stuff. Really don't want to be talking about that on an OSC broadcast, brother. With all respect. Like, I honestly don't want to move, and I hope I still don't. Like, my cousins would be pissed, but could care less. I do want everything else cleaned and stuff, but I'm like, really... I mean, it's cool and everything, but like, if I had all this money and stuff, I'd be like, yeah, then I can just buy everything again and throw it out, but like... Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, I'm literally, like, I know I'm gonna end up getting rid of everything, and like, I'm just thinking the amount of money I put in stuff over the years that I'm gonna end up with, like, having to get shit over, and which yeah. Fucking, it's embarrassing to talk about on this shit, though, is my point. Didn't mean anything bad, but I'm moving November 7th. Alright. Ish. That weekend, because I'm gonna have to start moving shit over before... I gotta figure out how to be, like, living and working, and then after get my other internet set up. You'll be in Japan? Nice, dude. I wish I was going to Philly and all this stuff and my life was normal, but, I mean, it's... At least we're making progress. It's... I should have done the open qualifier first, which is whatever, but I did it in the order I received things. Let me get some shit set up, and we're gonna get going. That's awesome. I don't... Right.
He's dead, Jim.
How's my mic sound? It looks like the volume level's quieter than my usual scene, because this is a different one. Is it quieter than normal? I need to know, please and thank you, please and thank you. And I need to cheat on my bracket because this is done a little differently. Alright, where the fuck is this shit? Alright. I'm gonna cover what I can. My mic, is it loud? Am I clipping? I'm actually gonna ruin the broadcast a little bit just to test run this. I'm gonna test run it. I'm gonna have duplicate audio. Like, the music sounds loud, but I don't think my voice sounds loud, no. Granted, it's YouTube. And check. Check. Good enough. Yeah, there was an echo because I was testing it. I wanted to hear, like, the only other way would be with my phone, and there would be an echo no matter what. It's the only way for me to just verify that it's good enough for myself. I might lower the in-game stuff a little bit, or at least the music. This mic stand's fucking breaking. I'm the asshole that set today for this because I'm like, I didn't know the time, but I thought I would be getting more done than need be. And, lower the game stuff all in general, just a smidge. Just a smidge. Alright. We'll see if we need to adjust it after. out of some of that. And, okay, it looks like it would appear I'm online. Team Liquid. And here we go. We are going to start out with, looking at bracket side, Nicaract versus Mixu versus Nicaract. I don't need to make as big of a deal. This is the OSC Masters Cup number 150. Guys, check out OSC at oscesports.com. Links in my Twitch chat, YouTube chat. I don't have you open. I put stuff in the video description. But honestly, we are gonna start with Mixu versus Nicaract. Okay, we got a little TVZ. The scores are not announced. I know them in advance in this one for some of it because of what was played. But we have multiple groups. I've done this. This is the 4th year of me doing this. I couldn't believe it when Eddie said it. He said 5, but it looked like to me like it was 4, but I could be mistaken. I believe it's 146 to now. Eddie's on top of all this stuff, though, so I was just like, but still, I'm a co-sponsor for it. You know, it's the OSC event, but I'm a co-sponsor for it. I might ask as we get toward the playoffs and stuff if I can show the Kirktowns videos on them as we get into it, but that stuff's pretty cool. Hopefully we get some support. Tell your friends. Let's hang out. All right. And I didn't mean to be a jerk getting into it. Hopefully everything seems good. I might actually remodel the scenes. But Mixu versus Nicaract. And here we are in the upper right-hand corner of ley lines. In the red SCVs representing Platinum Heroes, it is Nicaract. His opponent in the bottom left from Lem. He might even be on Streamer Zone. The Clem team. If not, it is Mixu. Maybe team list. Teal. Finland versus Russia here. All right, let's see what we get. I will tell you this one does not look like we have a lot of PvP fest. Seems to be a lot of Terran in this group. There is a good amount of Protoss, decent amount of Zerg, a little bit of Zerg. Seems to be a pretty standard opener from both. No 2 racks Reaper opener from Nicaract. Mixu opening pretty standard, as he generally does. Mixu generally a, for the most part, stock standard player. He can play a little cheeky sometimes, every so often. Usually where I think Mixu kind of shines at moments are some very aggressive mid-game plays at times. Or like mid to late game, like right when you're getting to that spot. I feel like it's the sweet spot. Nicaract, another guy who I've followed over the years. Very heavy tournament grinder. Nicaract's even played in the KSL, even though he's in Russia, a bunch of times. And, man, he's a grinding young man. That guy's puts in the work. He's been improving quite a bit. Mixu as well, honestly. Mixu proven to be good across many RTS games. Dabbles in a bunch. Standard scout from Nicaract. Just keeping an eye on this just to try to maybe see if and where the 3rd hatch is going. Okay, is going to find it. Wait, why didn't he chase the pro... Wait, what? Why didn't he chase the drone? Wait, did Nicaract not see that? Or is Mixu bamboozling him? Mixu could have gotten away with the 3rd base there, mate. I don't understand. Well, he's going metabolic boost opener, but I think he could have hit that. Mixu does lose. Oh, never mind. It is a block. He did the double drone. So very good job delaying the third base by Nicorak, but Nicorak might lose this SCV. Still a delay. Drone being dealt with. Grenade even goes. Drone gets taken down. This is big for, wow, that's big for Nicorak. Gets a drone and 2 Zerglings, delaying the third base to 3 minutes and 4 seconds before drop. Gets an additional lane. Maybe Nicorak's being a little greedy there. Nicorak picking off 3 Zerglings, denying the third, and even getting the kill on the drone is pretty massive stuff. Mixu doing the best he can, droning behind it. He has been producing some queens. Actually, he's been droning more than queens for a little bit. Just gets his 2. Does have a good drone count. However, we do have our Hellions coming out. Looks to be 3cc Cloak Banshee, most likely, or at least 3cc Banshee of some kind as an opener, is my guess. Nicorak occasionally does get a little spicy and go with battle cruisers. Reaper going to go back home and join the party. Needs to regen a little bit as 3 Zerglings go to scout. Unfortunate start for Mixu, but still, he's getting a couple more queens behind it. He does have 3, going to 5. First 2 Reapers and Hellion approaching out. The Zerglings are back. We do lose 1 SCV, but looks like these Lings are going to be going down. I think this was a little bit of an overpull back. It was just 3 Zerglings, but still some damage to some SCVs. Only 1 SCV. Already some trades favoring our Terran man. But again, let me know. We can fuck with the audio if you guys think you really thought it was too loud. I know I had software updates and stuff. I feel like I tweaked it fine on my main stream, but I'll be adjusting some things. Pretty soon, I'm going to be moving. Very potentially, I'll be moving to a place where it's going to be a lot of echo for a long time, and really going to have to spend some time furnishing the basement I'll be streaming from. It's going to be really wild. Trying to deaden sound as good as I can. It's going to be rough. Fourth base going down at a good time, considering the delayed third. And I think Mixu's done a great job, all things considered, droning up here. Pumping out the queens, going into his Evo, his lair a little bit later than usual. That's a lot of DPS from the Hellions and Reapers, considering that's a structure. He might actually get it up. He forces a cancel on the hatchery. That's a little significant, too. But there is a Ling run by. Going to deny this. The Banshee is moving out. Well, 2 Banshees are moving out. Wall is done. There's a couple Marines here to defend. SCV will live. That being said, everything's returning back over here. Oof. Nicorak in a good spot. It's 2 more racks dropping. His stem underway. Cloak Banshee's going out to put pressure on. We don't have Flare done just yet. It is going to come down. Once the Cloak's activated, only 1 spine was hit. There is a Spore Crawler dropped just out of range. This is going to force yet another cancel for poor Mixu. Man, Mixu's getting, to mildly put it, he is getting the shit end of the stick here. Oh. Nicorak almost overextended. He can go back and pressure some more, but he's going to run out of cloak soon. He could potentially just get some damage before anything's done. No Overseer yet. Forces yet another cancel. This is money. This is time. This is production. Mixu smartly goes to drop another base, but again, he's looking pretty behind here. Overseer finally coming down. Baneling Nest coming behind it. We do have our 1-1. Carapace started first. I do like that for our Zerg player. Terran just now starting the upgrade, so Carapace will finish before the +1 infantry upgrades. Combat shield's in the way, so still Nicorak looking like he's in a very favorable position. Mixu does have a good amount of drones, however, and is researching Burrow behind this. No centrifugal hooks just yet. Like I like that. Usually, I think a lot of times centrifugal hooks gets prioritized with Carapace. But Mixu's got plans with Burrow. Nothing too shabby, and I'm wondering if this is just going to be 8 racks, or is he going to go for a 4cc? Assuming Nicorak's going to go for a 4cc from the looks of it. So if he goes 4cc, we'll see our second factory come down here in a little bit. But that being said, Lings, some damage done. Cloak, he's not close. He's in a, oh my god, he just threw away a Banshee. Threw away a Banshee for nothing, for free. He's trying to dive on the queens, but he can get the creep tumors. He really wants to get those queens, gets another one. Misses a creep tumor. Honestly, that doesn't really matter. Getting the queens as big triple the hooks is a ways away from being done. Still has to respect the banelings. Cloak Banshee's revealed is going to go down to Metamax. Forced to get out of there. Not even having the afterburn. Honestly, what's going on here? I feel like we're lacking at macro a little bit on Nicarak's side. I think there was a little counterattack. Those lings that were hit behind. Let's take a look and see. Yeah, 25 workers fell behind it. Dave is just behind the ball. We did have some significant Bane bust go on the side. Those lings that were postured over here to the right, if I was the guess, that really delayed Nicarak on getting his 4th CC. That being said, he's just now going to his armory, albeit quite a bit late. He's trying to catch up on workers. I don't know. I almost feel like Mixu's now in a little bit better of a spot than he was for sure. He's going into +2 Carapace. The fact that Nicarak got so distracted, he was being very aggressive. But at the end of the day, I had to be mindful of this. Oh, here come the Banelings. Nice wall here on the left side. And we'll be able to bust through Supply Depot at the least. Hellions going to get off. I don't know what leads the Hellions, though. Still, wall going to be repaired. More Marines getting pumped out. No 2-2 right away from Nicarak. He has the money. He's got to consider what he spends his money on. But still, I would really love to see those upgrades. He does get his infantry weapons started. Just a little bit of a lead on the Zerg side. It does take a little longer. Mate, you're forgetting your armor. You're forgetting your armor, Nicarak. I think Mixu's dealt some blows. Oh my god, speaking of blows, the Banelings getting some good connections. That Sir Pound is just too massive. If only those Hellions were around, I think it would have been a little different story. Mixu claws his way back in the game with some beautiful Baneling busts. All right, let us get into game number 2. How you doing, Happy Stance? Clawing his way back into game number 2. Great early game from Nicarak. Mixu looking a little rougher, but ends up finding himself in a very advantageous position. All right, here we are on Maganath, a very large map. In the red Terran SCVs, representing Platinum Heroes, it is Nicarak. Oh, I gave him the point. Who is down a point, actually. A very good, commanding start to the first game, but unfortunately for him, from Blem in the teal, it is Mixu, our Finnish Zerg, up a point. And make no mistake, I'm not saying this with some bias of my own gameplay. This is usually in TVZ, this is a pretty Zerg favored map. Very large sized map. Lots of room to expand. Lots of cool. There are some things for Terran that are okay, but if you can keep the pressure on, like, you can definitely have some good spots to siege up and get some good some siege tank positions that are decent. But I will say this one's very large and in charge. With that being said, we have a standard opener again. Feeling Mixu's going to be a little sharper on his early game this time after that first one start. But we'll see. Alrighty. This Reaper expand for Nicarak. Hope you're all doing well. Sorry for the rough start there, and honestly, we can take it easy a bit. It's all fun and games. Just kind of a rough day for me, honestly. I know yesterday we had some scares. I ended up being all right. Unless I was able to schedule something. Oh my god, I forgot to change the logo. Sorry, Eddie. This is the OSC Masters Cup 150, not the Korean Starcraft League. I will try to remember to update the logo here in between games. In between our next game. It should not take long. Almost gets a kill, but not quite this time. Third hatch goes down. This is already up to a way better start for Mixu, who opted not to go for fast metabolic boost. Or faster metabolic boost this game. He went for the safer, faster third hatchery. Yeah, we'll see how it goes, though. I feel like I'm not feeling good or what have you. I'm going to have a couple during the cast. I know I've been watching some things. I was getting a little bit stressed out today. Still going to keep an eye on things. Are we going to see any build order diversity here? Last one was missing that Bane bust on my party is kind of embarrassing, honestly. That was very much so what it was. It wasn't just a Ling run by. Mixu is quite good at Ling run bys, but at the end of the day, I have a sneaky feeling with 25 workers going down, you get a juicy Bane bust, and it's the only thing I can think of that did it. 2 Hellions joining the Reaper, as Nicorak wants to go and try to keep creep control underway if he can. Maybe get some drone damage, but creep control is massive on a map this size, because you let that get out of hand, it's struggle bus for Terran. When will the qualifying matches be played? Well, this is the first stage of the qualifiers. We have 2 qualifiers, and then there's an open bracket qualifier. There are also some invitational spots for players Eddie and I selected. But yeah, everything's been played in advance, but I'm going to cast as much as I can today. Should I need to split things up, I will. I'm going to do number 2 another day and the open qualifiers another day. From there, we have the playoffs. I believe this is going to be similarly done, and we're deciding from there. We may actually use TLMC map stuff for the playoffs, etc., from where we go from there. But they will be... I'm going to go for everything I have today if I can, so you'll find out more. But the results are hidden. I know I can look at the results, but more to follow the bracket. We do it this way just because it's easier for the players, because, you know, we have people on different servers, different areas, and also it's easier for me and us because there's a lot of events going on right now, too. I was going to do some live. I may be able to, too, depending on how my move goes, depending on how progress goes here. I might actually talk with Eddie and hopefully get some of the playoffs live, or the finals or something. We can try to schedule it when I'm off work, because my job will be starting to. How you doing, Mr. Ralchibrock? It is a battle cruiser opener. I was yapping the whole time. Didn't even look at the build order. Nicorak did, as I said in the first game. He is known to occasionally change it up a bit, so he is going. So far, it could be Battle Mech. It's all Hellion BC. Behind this, we do have 2 Starport BC at that. It's 2 Port BC. This could end up being 2 Port Banshee. Obviously, Spire going down just now, but so much damage is getting done. There's enough Hellions here to keep things busy. Lots of Lings being forced out. If drones start going down heavily enough, this is getting a lot done. The Queen's even going down. The Hellions and the Battle Cruiser are doing a good job on the Queens. Overlord's going down could be a problem. We have 2 BCs coming out, and I believe we have... Let's see here. Good God, this BC's put in the work. 10 kills, a lot of them very juicy ones. Queens. 8 Queens have died. That alone is just insanely massive damage. No Yamato cannon being researched. There's fire cars and battle cruisers being made. Corruptors will put a stop to it, but 2 Port BCs can be quite powerful. What would be wild with a Viking change if we saw something? Mr. Alta Shabrak. Thank you. I'm sorry, I just couldn't read it right there. Thank you, Sibin. How you doing, Fly Garlic? How you doing, Sibin John? Anyway, behind this, Yamato cannon obviously has been on its way for a while. I got ranged attacks and triple go hooks and corruptors on their way. Banelings starting to come as well for the Hellions, which honestly we are going to have mech. And obviously this is usually the precursor to mech. We don't have any other factories. They're starting to come down. Banelings are out too in some numbers, so they can take care of the Hellions. A lot of Lings going down. A bunch of drones went down behind us. 2 BCs get some work done. Corruptors couldn't get out soon enough. They will start popping. Yamato cannon not done. This guy is not going to have a teleport for a while. Yeah, this is a little rough for BC, man. Not a lot of corruptors, though, and enough economics damages to put on Mixu where, if the factories come down, I don't think it will matter as much. As long as the pressure keeps going on. Mixu losing mining time massively. He was leading on it for a bit, but this is that time where that 2 port needs to change up. Roachy boys on the way. It's mech. Makes sense. Lingbane, Roach. Typical hooks done. +1 range attacks. The Roach is obviously for Ravagers more in case of, well, for a lot of reasons, but in case of Thors, tanks. It is going to be Cyclones, though, with the Mag Field Accelerator upgrade beam going down. The Corruptors using their Caustic Spray rather than going for, wow, they actually get a kill on the Refinery. Some of the Caustic Sprays delayed. Just a couple Marines out to delay this for now. But the Cyclones will be a bit of a deterrent for now. The other side of the map, we do have a battle cruiser hitting this, forcing the Corruptors back. Roach getting dealt with. I think a distractionary piece from Terran for the moment. Let's take a look. 14 Queens have fallen. We have 2 and 1 more coming. Good God. And he is getting that auto cannon out. Great play from Nicarac, not using the teleport right in there. He'd fly it manually across the map. Is Old Hag, fair enough. Infernal Pre-Igniters coming down as we have our double armory upgrades coming for Terran. His +2 ranged attacks come for Mixu. Infestation pit behind it. He's very likely to go into Hive Tech. He's probably going to go for some Infestors. You know, I'd imagine with this. Or Fungals and or Microbial Shroud. Alright, behind it, what do we got going on here? BC cheeking out a little bit here and there. In a weird way, I wouldn't hate some medevacs being made for Hellbats. Medevac Hellbat could be an interesting push too, a little tank here, especially with Roaches, but when upgrades come in, it's helpful. But otherwise, you could build Vikings. You can land Vikings, you can kill the, in the event we go to Brood Lords, it's obviously good in that case, but with upgrades, it can be good. The landed Vikings get some work done too. DC just being distracted with the Blue Flame, Hellion, Magfield, Accelerator, Cyclone Army. Just pushes and punches and tries to get work done, but there's a lot of Roaches here. 9 drones falling for Mixu. Nicarac getting his 4th base down on location. Doing a good job cleaning up the creep. These guys putting some work, but here come the Infestors. Beautiful fungal from Mixu. Ay, caramba. Wow. Blue Flame Hellion's actually killing the Queen. They get the drones. Those drones, nope, he's going right in for more. Nah, Mixu's not really guarding it because he has to defend the big assault. Now we got tanks, though. We have, the Hellion's trying to go for a run by. We got Hellbats landed just to get some extra DPS. 8 drones falling for Mixu. Ay, ay, ay. Nicarac making it happen as we do have the 4th base finishing up 2 more factories as well. And an assault coming from center lane with Mixu in toward the natural. Fire cars getting more and more work. Heckians and Heckbats everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen. Tunneling Claws and Burrows coming. We're going for Burrowed Roach play from Mixu as we do have triple factory tank coming down with additional factories for Hellion production, which could switch into Widowmine should the needs arise. Smart servos being researched as we do have 2-2 coming for vehicle, weapons, and armor out of Nicarac. I like the fact that despite the creep spread being denied quite a bit, Mixu's done a good job trying to squeeze it out anywhere he can. He gets a good frontal, gets a good side on the left, using Creeper Lords even to make things move in a little quicker. Oh, the Fungal's juicy, but the Tank Flare right in and hot. The Caustic Spray's pretty nice, but these Cyclones are going to need to stay alive in order to prevent kill. Oh my god, we're not trying to repair this. He's not repairing his planetary. Why did we not repair our planetary? Nicarac just forgoes the planetary. He's going to get some more drone kills. Drones running into Blue Flame Hellions. The burrow is going to be helpful to try to help hide the drones, but 18 drones falling. Oh my god, Mixu only has 30 drones. Army supply 105 though. He might just have to try to send it. But this army is absolutely terrifying from Nicarac. How many tanks is this? 14 tanks. 3 Cyclones. More Cyclones. Hellbats and tanks in production. And obviously you can't really get to the late game. Oddly enough, I wouldn't hate like Raven being made. Or like Raven Viking. Like a Raven and Vikings. Go into Banshees at some point if you kept the tech lab going. It's expensive. Mech's expensive. Nicarac, oh my god, is losing a lot of his army, but again, economically, Mixu's pretty fucked. For lack of better words. The Finnish Zerg is going to clean up this army, but the trade's so good. The siege tanks get a lot done here. And with just 30 drones, there's not a lot you can really do. Just the only advantage is mech takes a long time to build. It's very costly. Still, I don't really see what's going to get done from here. The missile turret even isn't going to help. We'll say Cyclones will be enough to deter this. Take these out. GG. Nicarac has taken it. Bringing us to a game number 3, and I am going to correct that logo while I can. All right, let's get down to game number 3 of this series. Yeah, there's no bracket fly garlic because I'd be revealing the secrets. We're not announcing it on Liquipedia until the games are played. All right, here we are. Match point, and it is even for... Fuck, why am I trying to blank? Yeah, I'm really starting to... Dumbass. Here we are, spawning the upper right-hand corner. We got Nicarac back at it again for Platinum Heroes. Match point. And his opponent in the bottom left, it is Mixu going for that 15 hatch yet again. And a teal. We first played on Ley Lines, then Magnath, and now we're on Tokamak. All right. All right. Not a whole lot going on just yet, so we did see some mech action. Some mechanical man action. Chat is disabled for this live stream. What? Having some issues on my YouTube premise run. I should not be disabled for it. Whatever. All right, anyway. Not focusing on it. Sorry, YouTube. CB moving on out. We'll see what happens from here. And this is the OSC Masters Cup number 150. Check them out at oscesports.com. I'm a co-collaborator, co-sponsor, exclusive caster for now. I'm gonna ask Eddie if we can do some stuff at some points. I might want to see about getting a co-caster on some things if people are willing to, or what have you. To me, I would have liked to open this up a bit, but when it's scheduled from replay and stuff, it'd be fine. It'd be nice to at least get some other language casts, Enki and whoever would be interested, if anybody is. Who knows? Maybe indie, etc., etc. Funka. They're too busy with some redoing all the stuff from Maestros, but TKL, you know. Into the inno, maybe. I do believe we have some Korean players in here. We did have my man Percival of Kirktown, I will say that much. Oh my goodness. Mariner getting some damage to the Overlord, but does not get a kill. Overlord just narrowly escapes. A couple more shots. He'd be dead. Reaper just keeping his eyes out, poking and prodding. Got our Hellions coming out. Third hatch gonna be popping here in a minute. 2 more Queens coming from Mixu. Reapers and Hellions gathering. Queens are realizing, okay, we need to protect our Nat. Ooh, is Mixu going for a cheeky fast third, or was that a misclick? Or if it's not third, a fourth base. That would have been based if he went for that fast of a fourth base. Stem is on the way. A little bit different of a build order, so we're going for a 2-1-1. 3cc 2-1-1 can be good. Certainly much better than a 2-1-1 on its own. 2-1-1 is very committed, but usually with enough Queens, and it looks like Mixu's doing a fantastic job building Queens. That, well, be a very powerful build. The thing is, it's very easily scouted. If the Mling pops out and sees a bunch of Marines, Mixu will know what's up. I think he's already preparing. I think he has a good read on this. He's just pumping those Queens out. He's getting up to that. Like, the key thing is for defending, like as Lambo just said the other day on his train. Funnily enough, getting to that 9 Queen 60 drone mark keeps Zerg pretty much safe for anything along the lines of all-ins or aggression, but there's enough Queens and everything going on right now. It's crazy. Baneling Nest before Zilair, which is actually pretty good too. This is like very safe for Zerg. I will say we are not quite at 60 drones, almost 58. Close enough. He's starting to pump out army. He knows something's coming. Still a fairly decent timed hatchery, well acceptable for the fourth base. Our 2 medevacs are going to go off. Oh, not even fully loaded. Retro. Just a little off, but still. The Hellions are out. With the Hellions and... We'll say this. With the Hellions and Marines, this could be good. We do have our double eBay behind this, by the way. 1-1 being research behind it, so it's the advantage of the 3cc 2-1-1. Macro behind it is normal. It's just you're relying on much to get done. The Hellions and the Marines, I like this a little better. He might force a cancel on this hatch, but he does have to be careful not to get surrounded. There's no banelings, but I think Nicarak didn't really set up for as good of a position. Oh, he loses a medevac. Loses all the Hellions. Oh, 1 Hellion survives in there. And behind this, the third base is getting assaulted. Ling's coming in. SCV's not giving AF. Still, the SCVs and Marines deflect the assault. Let's take a look. What was damaged? 5 SCVs were down, but not a single Queen died. But 33 Lings. Honestly, this is favoring, in terms of trades, Mixu. Wiz going into centrifugal hooks ahead of his melee carapace. That 1-1. Good times for Nicarak, who now has combat shields. At least is building more Marines, more medevacs. I will say, in this case, Nicarak's a pretty good player. He's building another tech lab. I almost feel like he should have continued into, gone into Widow Mines myself. All right. Yeesh, I somehow accidentally planned this when we have a Ducklings recast at the same time of Pigasoria last night. I actually might recast well, I don't have time because I didn't get to finish it. I'll probably look at it sometime just in a random stream as I have time during the week for the finals. Clem, I got the opportunity to play Clem for the first time, which was pretty wild. Playing TVP again. I've even played not even my main race. Though he didn't give Rebellion the honor, I have a weird feeling Clem would have played a PvP with me. Just one. All I ask of it. Come on. Will you just give me one PvP? That's all I ask, one PvP. You'd probably say, hell no. Decent defense from Nicaract. He didn't lose too much more. He could have lost a lot more. A couple supply depots did go down, but... Oh my god, just as I say that, the caster's curse. Oof. He loses 7 more SCVs from that Baneling bust, but a lot of Banelings did go down in fairness. It was pretty costly to Zerg. But no drones from Mixu have really fallen at all. And really, they haven't. Our Terran man is not on a 4cc. He is 8 racks in it. He's 3cc 2-1-1ing to 8 racks. Dropper Lord coming in from Mixu, and a lot of the armies out of here. Wait, there is some things to defend. We do have a tank down below. Some of these units are keeping them back up together. Dropper Lord is going in, and Nicaract is going to send what he can. He doesn't want to push his hit squad on the side away, but usually when you're going to 8 racks, you're pretty much all in on 3 bases. The brick. Widowmines are going to attempt the siege, and they will both go down. There's Hydras here. Even without an Overseer, Nicaract trying to reposture. He's going for a right flank with no medevacs. Just bare naked Plain Jane Marines. Lots of Lings coming in. Baneling's probably going to be remade, but the Hydras and the few Banes and Lings on the chase over here is going to make short work of it. Oh my god, the reinforcements are picked up. The SCVs are picked up. The SCVs and Marines fighting. Medevac's keeping him alive, and looks like Nicaract might be in trouble here. He is going to get this base. He's trying to run away in the upper left-hand corner. Fly away, I should say. Oh my god, these guys are so red-barred. He's going to need to drop these mofos one at a time. There's only 2 Banelings, the Hydras there, etc. You know, I wouldn't hate it. He could pick some off. He just needs to target fire a couple of Banelings, just 2. He'd certainly do that, but there's a lot of Hydras there. A lot of tanks were picked off. Well, 1 tank, I said a lot. There wasn't a lot from the build. Oh! And ladies and gentlemen, Nicaract trying to hang in here, trying to hold on, but here comes that little assault before. I think we might see some more Banelings. No. Nicaract remembers. He's remembering. I will say it is not looking fantastic for our Terran. His army supply is kind of keeping up there, but he is certainly not on a high economy. You're really relying on the saturation of all your bases, etc. 4-3 racks, and you can honestly get some pushes out, but eventually if Zerg's scaling up and macroing and teching up and everything else, you're just kind of stuck. But I admire the tenacity. I love the 3-3 coming down for Nicaract. His army supply is leading, but against Ling Bane, it's literally just Marine tank medevac. That's it. How you doing, Lewis? Welcome, welcome. New Twitch friendo. Just of yesterday. Seeing another side. Well, yeah, I did do some casting last night, but I was not feeling well. It's an event that I'm co-collaborating with the OSC Masters Cup number 150. I've done 4 in a row. It's a $600 event with qualifiers, playoffs, etc., multi-stage tournament. Oh, very cool, man. Anyway, right here. This is match point. I think Nicaract's going to have to get some work done. He's going to have to get some nice free... he's kind of clumped up. Wait, he kills a lot of the Banelings. What are the upgrades? 2-2 versus 2-2, but there's no melee upgrades. Aside from Carapace, the Ling Bane only has Carapace. Lots of Banes enter production. Then Medevacs in the front might take some damage. Oof, these Banelings are getting taken care of a bit at a time. This army's very clumped up, though. All right, I love the pre-splits here. We got even more reinforcements coming from Nicaract, though. If he pre-splits, if he sets a better tank position, another tank on the other side, he could be okay. He's not built a single SCV. After he bloods some off, I wouldn't hate it to a point, but he's trying to get close to maxed out on this low army count, which means he's going to have a superior force to the Zerg in terms of numbers. And he's waiting for that 3-3. Oh, did he see these Bane siege? Or Burrow, rather. The Burrowed Banes might actually get some... They have potential to get some juicy damage. Oh, look at that. The tank takes care of the Burrowed Banes. Holy crap, is Mixu gonna do, or sorry, is Nickerack gonna do it behind it? We did lose some stuff behind. I don't want to lose track from this. But my god, most of the SCVs are gone. This is like literally all in from our Terran, man. And behind us, we're gonna have a huge flank. This could be a full surround 360. Potentially. From Mixu, but Mixu has so much in terms of Banelings. Reinforcements arriving from behind, though, may catch this and may split up the assault. Reinforcements could be nice. Oh, tanks. Indecisive on where to go because Mixu's coming from all over still. The reinforcements have arrived. An additional tank is going to be big. Lings and Hydras coming in. It's a macro hatch for Mixu. Holy shit, is Nickerack going to do it, ladies and gentlemen? 25 workers is all he's got. Drones getting mowed down, mulched down. It's like a freaking weed eater over here. The fourth base, or I can't even remember the order now. I believe it was the fourth base. Is going to fall. Overlord's starting to fall. Lots of army coming for our Zerg player as this goes on. Tank is going to want to hide. The Hydra Den goes down. It's a lot of Lings. Do we have Banes? We only have 3 Banelings. As it goes on, I wouldn't hate to see a siege on the tank somewhere. As, oh my god, drones the burrow. I love how Mixu uses his burrow at the same time. At the end of the day, it's only Marines in production. There's so many workers have bled out behind this floor. Nickerack, oh boy. The Banelings are coming. They're going to pop. Oh my god, they almost got a huge connection. That tank, I'm telling you, seems a tank, mate. It's cleaning up the second base. The Baneling nest may be falling. The Bane nest going down is going to be big here. A lot of Hydras. Yeah, no siege. He's so overstepped. Why wouldn't we siege the tank? I'm telling you, that tank siege would have been big against the Hydras. Because Nickerack is really down. My god, now they're both kind of bled out. If only Mixu or Nickerack had been building some SCVs in there. I think he made some really amazing calls. All the there's a hive, there's an infestation, pit infestors, queens, and lings are all that can go down. We have our +3 carapace on the way for our Zerg, but there's a +3 advantage for Terran. And again, there's 2 Banelings left. These Marines might actually win this fight. If they do, the army supply is massively in favor of Nickerack, but getting these bases is big too. Nickerack could, I really wouldn't have hated him building just some SCVs. He's feeling when he transferred. But like, he could get some tank production in again, just in case. Or go to like Widow Mines. Getting some more medevacs even would be good. That infestor is huge. But Mixu's gonna GG. Nickerack will advance in the bracket. Very good stuff. So Nickerack had taken it. The last map, Tokamak. We started on ley lines. We were in Magadath and map number 2. And I will tell you what series we are going to get next. Funnily enough, I think these were mixed up a little bit in terms of the orders of how these are labeled. I'm not really sure. But either way, I'm going to do what I have today. You know, guys, I think we are going to do... We're going to change it up. We're going to go for TVT next. We're going to go for presumably the next match. It's going to be Baby Marine versus Nickerack. Pretty good series right there, actually. A little bit of... we at least had some... little bit of build order diversity there. Guys, give me just a few minutes. Baby Marine versus Nickerack coming up in the OSC Masters Cup, number 150 qualifiers. Our first qualifier. Give me just a few minutes. All right. We will be getting into a TBT here. Baby Marine versus Nicaract. All right, here we are. Fresh series starting. We are on Ley Lines is the first map again. Bottom left-hand corner. He's red. From Platinum Heroes, we got Nicaract. Russian Terran Terror. His opponent in the upper right in the blue Terran SCVs. Give it up for Baby Marine from Streamer Zone. I ain't even gonna set Rainer's brother. Big fan of Mr. Baby Marine here as well. Really, really good. He's another really constantly improving player. I've covered him a lot over the years. The Italian Stallion Part 2. Hope you guys are enjoying. And guys, if you do enjoy these tournaments, I want you to support two things. Consider becoming a Ko-Fi sponsor of OSC. You can sub to Dave too. You can donate to Dave. I too have a Ko-Fi. I have other things. You can follow the channel. You can tell your friends like, hey, Dave's casting some Starcraft. Send them along. And I am live on another platform that starts with a Y and ends with a T. If you guys want to support that, I do have it. If you want my link to my YouTube channel, it is exclamation mark. Anyway, I was all tabbed out to get that typed in. What can you do? Wish this game didn't go to 30 frames per second after. Looks like it is going to be a scout from Nicaract to make sure it's not 2-Rax Reaper. See the scout that it's pretty standard. Reaper's on the way, though. Probably shouldn't have hung around there that long. Very standard double gas opener from both. Neither of them are staying in gas. So I don't think we're going to see some, like, extensive Reaper Hellion pressure. Just the pretty standard amount, more than likely. Just, you know, double gas. Rax factory expand. From to both. Reaper going for Nicaract, Baby Marine. Oh, uh-oh. Okay, never mind. Baby Marine kept it defensively. Just kind of playing with fire a little bit here. Second Reaper is going to come out. Uh-oh, his rally didn't fix his rally. I think he should have fixed that a bit, but oh. Grenade does hit one of the Reapers. We'll see what's going on beyond this. We have a Hellion finishing up for Nicaract. Baby Marine really wants to get this Reaper. He does have double shot advantage, but doesn't want to overextend in case that Hellion did make its way back. Or, hell, he doesn't know for sure. He didn't get the full scout that it was on the gas, like, obviously. Second CC finishing up for both. I like that Nicaract is taking his gas right away. His third gas. Baby Marine's chilling there. Has his tech lab finishing up, going for a Cyclone, very likely. It's a 3 Reaper, 2 Hellion push for Nicaract. Baby Marine hopped in for the more economic 1 Hellion, 2 Reaper. Ruh-roh. Cyclone's on the way. Will the CC finish? It will. This may delay the orbital. He might want to save this. No, he's not going to. He's going to forego. Yes, he'd be the downside. Oh my god, there's no wall. Okay, there are a couple of Marines. The Hellions here. The Cyclone is just about to pop. But I think we might lose some worker. Oh no, pulling in the Mule, etc. is kind of rough. Cyclone's awkwardly out of position, but what happens on the other side? 2 Reapers trying to get some damage. They are micro on 2 fronts from both players. Ladies and gentlemen, 10 workers fall for Baby Marine. 2, 3. Cyclone's just now coming up. I think the trades are not looking too good for Baby Marine. He does have a larger army, but significantly lower on workers. He's going for a Marine Cyclone job behind this. Did get his orbital started at least. He's milled down below, trying to rebuild some workers. It's going to be behind in gas, so it's a factor. It's going to be Viking versus the Raven from Nicaract. The Ravens are so good, but getting Vikings out earlier could end up making a push more prominent. And it is going to be the... It might even end up being double port Viking after. which with the reduction in cost of Vikings is it definitely became a little bit more prevalent, but probably we're going to see more of the patches, been newer a little, et cetera, but it's pretty obvious. Cyclone Marine's going to get some counter damage, which is greatly needed. The Marine getting targeted. Oh, nice hits on the Raven. This drop, make no mistake, has to get out of here. Raven with a lot of positions. The lock-on will be broken. Baby Marine is going to save his stuff. It's caught up on workers mostly. Again, double Viking production off the reactor. He's not, okay, he's macroing. The interference matrix, the tanks, etc. are going to be pretty nice for Baby Marine, who is mounting an assault. Getting his tanks together, etc. Third Raven on the way for Nicarax. Going to be pretty good with the interference matrix as well, but again, you have to be mindful of the Vikings. Auto turrets do Shrek them if you get out of position, and you can land your auto turrets. Good enough, anyway. Instead, he decides to go right up into the main base with the tank. Okay, just ferries the tank up, forcing a reposter on. I really want to hate some units going to the front, but we'll see. Ravens are going to come in from behind for the interference matrix and auto turrets. Baby Marine is going to get out of there with that. The Vikings want to get that one Raven. Have to be careful. Okay, little scrappy game going on here. It is TVT. Vikings need to run away from the Marines as well. They will do so. Baby Marine reconsolidating, trying to reconsolidate in the center of the map as he goes back in the Marines. Going for his third CC as well. There's no third CC yet for Nicarax. He's going to build on location. Baby Marine back it up. Nicarax goes, he doesn't have a third CC. Well, he is going to get a third CC. It's just up above. Okay, tanks are sieging. Yeah, we didn't scan. We're going to lose a lot of Marines. Okay, no, we're not. Medevac's pretty good. Siege tank putting some pressure on. Vikings might be able to land. Will they land? Up. He wants to get the Raven for interference matrix up. Auto turret cleans it up. Vikings do survive, but there's not a whole hell of a lot left. We got a, actually, do we have any Ravens left? We do not, so. Well, 2 racks going down. We do have the switch. Oh, reactor. Wait, why didn't he build the reactor? He should have put this on this stuff. Tech Lab was killed earlier, mind you, by the way. So that was never rebuilt for tank production, or it was swapped for some reason from Nicarax. He has a good amount of tanks. He's going for the push. Liberator is going to be big here. Okay, I guess he decides not to, which is actually kind of smart. But this starport really should have went over here in my eyes. He could have started Viking production of his own, or at least like medevacs. You know, he's going 3 racks. He's got his stim and combat shields behind it. It's going to be Mechanical Man behind this for Baby Marine. He is going mech. Baby Marine going to send the Liberator out to try to get some kills. He saw a large absence in Vikings, the Raven opener. And honestly, with this reactor making, the only thing that can take this out is Marines. Stim is not done yet. Liberator might get a decent amount of, at least a fair amount of SCP damage. Nicarax, but they're very close in workers. Sensor tower down from Nicarax. Baby Marine just landed in his orbital just now. Liberator is not going to get much. He's going to deny some lost mining time, etc., and get the hell out of there. Lost mining time still adds up. It's Baby Marine's favored for resource gains. Would love to see an armory go down. He's getting missile turrets for drops because he knows he's against bio. It's kind of what you do in mech. Love the tank siege here from Baby Marine, but now that he's getting his double factory tank production, I like that. The situation, I think this could be all right for now, and I think going tank heavy would be probably the move. Nicarax getting his armory before is actually kind of rough because we're going into 1-1 bio territory, and I don't know. I'd like to see double armory. Like, Baby Marine doesn't have a lot of gas. That's one thing going against him. Worker count's oddly even, but there's oddly even. Nothing I could have said better there, right, chat? Anyway, that being said, another factory coming down. 4th CC going down for Baby Marine. Again, no upgrades really on the way. We do have concussive shells going into Marauders. See, look at this. Oh, I love that. The 3 racks Marauder with concussive shells is good to go against Mechanical Man. And, well, this army's going to entrench and circle in with all these tanks. A lot of tanks. The Vikings getting some good work in, but so many tanks are going to do massive damage. Beautiful lift on the CC from Nicarax, or from Baby Marine, rather. He's going to lose the gas. He'll lose a lot of this mining time. Going to lose the sensor tower. And, yeah, it's kind of an awkward war of attrition. Wait, why are you going to land it, mate? It's going Liberators? Liberators I don't hate. Yeah, that's too much damage, man. 4CC finishing up behind it in the meantime. And still, well, he does have his third factory. He's going in for it. The Hellions. Ooh, Nicaract getting cheeky with his placement. There's only one medevac right there for now. Another assault coming with 2 more medevacs. It's going to be a multi-prong attack from Nicaract. Siege tank is going to... Oh, the siege line is going to be forced back from Nicaract with these with the one Liberator. And actually, he was going to buy... Oh, wait. Look at this. The drop is thwarted missile turrets. Imagine if one was just a little bit closer. Oh, the boys just go back in. Let's see what happens here. Liberator's actually getting some good work in his Baby Marine hold. Just now getting his double armory. We have 2-2 underway for Nicaract. Not going for any other upgrades, but he's getting a bunch of Marauders too with this. There's a bunch already right here. Nicaract leading an army supply, most of it bio, but the Marauders could be scary. We shall see. Nicaract changing his posture. I doubt he's going to go from one vantage point. Yeah, he's going to split his army up from 2 different... Oh, no, never mind. He's kind of like, okay, he's going to mess with the tank line. The Liberator was in siege. I wouldn't have hated a Liberator being sieged, honestly, even help with the bio. But there's not a lot of medevacs. Like, these Vikings probably could use the assisted elsewhere. Marines going for the Liberator are not going to be able to do so. Liberator gets 1 tank. Another Liberator comes in. They're going to jump in. It's Marauders and tanks. The Liberators going to be pretty good right here. Vikings taking out medevacs is going to be big. There are a couple Marines shooting underneath, but that's a damn lot of Vikings. That said, Liberators siege it up here. Going to be pretty nice. Wouldn't hate a repair when he can. And I don't know about taking that forward base. I think he should have went down here. Baby Marine, that is. Finally going into his vehicle weapons and vehicle plating, respectively. Baby Marine still going for the push here. He's going to go with a shit ton of Vikings and thrash this base. The tanks are a little forward. Oh, he's going to tank line behind, but that's not really in the best. Oh, my God. Is this going to be a 4th for a 4th? It is. A lot of SCVs going down for Nicaract, who was leading in SCVs for a bit. Nicaract had a chance to reposture here, honestly. Vikings definitely getting that command. It's getting close. Oh, no. Yeah, I get it repaired. Only 3 Marines getting gods of work. I mean, it was done with the tanks earlier. Vikings need to get the hell out. Ah, yeah, I don't think that was the move. I think he could have left a little before and saved some of those very, very precious Vikings from centering its mech. He's really relying on tanks, Vikings, Liberators, and Hellions now. That one annoying drop. Yeah, oh my God, how many Vikings dropped? 10 Vikings. 4 Ravens went down, by the way. Wasn't it 3? As the game fires up, we'll see what happens from here. Infernal Preigniters is underway, but that couldn't be done soon enough. It's Blue Flame Hellbats and Blue Flame Hellions be okay against Marines. Marauders in such high count. Did some good work on Baby Marine. Nicaract leading the workers get Baby Marine not pull the boys back in the right spots. Oh no. Bit of a blunder there. 4CC number 2 finishing from Nicaract, and Baby Marine is down on workers. His army supply is pretty decent. It's just it's against very upgraded bio. 3-3 almost completed. I think losing those Vikings was, oh man. Thanks, taking out the Italians. Baby Marine in a bit of a precarious position. I know he's like got a decent army supply, etc., and it is mech and some good sieging, like losing some sensor towers, etc., is rough. Liberators going in and trying to get something done. There's no missile turrets, no Vikings, so Liberators will be annoying. Hellion run by actually getting decent worker kills. Liberators are going to... What? Did they die? Oh, now they're going to go in. The Liberator spot. They're going to catch a couple SCVs. That's about it. 4 SCVs, but they will probably go down to these Stim Marines with 3-3. Yeah, both of them will be stemmed down. Ladies and gentlemen. Hellion's getting some other work on the other side of it. Now the worker count's oddly summed up. It's sized up a little bit. Hellions are not going to do much against these Marauders. Nicorette a little indecisive on where to go from there, but he's kind of leading, denying a 4th, killing a 4th, and preventing a mech player from having a 4th or 5th base, or whatever. Especially a 4th is massive. That's how you got to play it. Very similar in all 3 matchups, I think. When you're playing against Mechanical Man, whether you're Protoss or Zerg or Terran, in the mirror matchup, you got to be really mindful of that. We have any missile turrets here? We have 2. 3 medevacs, though, are going to go in. They're going to dive. They're going to go for it. 1 medevac at the front is going to go down, but there's 2 that are going to go through fine. There is a siege tank right here. It's going to land. Gets big pickings. Gets big pickings. Here come the Vikings. That other tank is going to go down. Bio getting some work in. 5 workers falling. The Vikings are going to get hit in the stray. Hellion's trying to land some damn Vikings. Oh, man. My God, in this war over here, there's so many Marauders. They're great against tanks. The tanks kind of misfiring in some angles, but oh man, this base looks like it's not a lot of Marines. This base may be able to survive after all, but this assault's still getting some stuff done. 7 workers falling. But that base is gonna fall, I think. No, barely hanging on. Worker counts kind of hanging in there. Nicorette on his 5th base here. We gaming gamers. Vehicle plating +2. Oh, wow. That will... Okay, so I think an armory was killed, or... We did have +2 before. I think an armory may have been killed, and I missed that. +3 vehicle weapons on the way for the correct... Oof, these SCVs going down. The sensor tower, the missile turret. This is rough for Baby Marine. Terran slugging it out. Exactly, Fractal. I guess it's a tournament, so I'm not gonna fault them. I love Baby Marine. I'm always rooting for Baby Marine. But at the end of the day, Fractal Cactal especially knows how much I just detest playing against Mechanical Man in this matchup. Jesus Christ, tanks and Vikings, and Liberators, missile turrets, planetary fortresses, you know. But now that I'm watching Nicorette play it, it's like Yeti always was talking to me about it. I like the, you know, investing heavily into Marauders is really good. I think at some point there's a line though, if you can. I feel like if you can get the economy there, it does make sense to go into the Vikings of your own at some point, because should you take care of, not necessarily Vikings, even Liberators, if you take care of enough Vikings, you can punish the tanks, because there's not a lot that really deals with. It's literally the Vikings as your anti-air, and that's literally it when you're playing true mech, like PvT mech. But yeah, the definition of a slugfest, in fact, is this game. Are you turtling enough for the Turtle Club chat? Because we're turtling here.
Sando Jazz sent yo, Dave Testa.
Hey, buddy. What's up? I was hoping I could get rid of that stuff, but thank you, Sando. I don't, because I used to get paid by that stuff sometimes. So, how you doing, buddy? Mechanical turtle, yes, yeah. Funnily enough, I was drinking some beers, but when Magic Turtle used to play, I wasn't as good, but he actually beat my Protoss once. He was like Gold League. I feel like he played better. His macro was certainly better. He played Turtle Mech, and he beat me. And I was like, damn. With my Protoss, I'm saying. And I was fucking raging, but You got into like BCs and shit. Now you like, I don't know. It's pretty funny. I think I made my man Magic Turtle mad. After all this summer of supporting Dave, I haven't seen him around in a while. But I never isn't mad at him or anything. Like, obviously, he beat me. I felt like, man, that must be bad. So you just think it's an annoying style to play against. You get caught off guard, or you're like, what the? Yeah, exactly. The Mechanical Man song from Command and Conquer. And Ola Sando. Not a lot of protection here on the front line, but these tanks behind could do some good. Missile turrets all getting shelled down. I'd like to see Nicorak get his vehicle plating +3 and maybe smart servos and maybe advanced ballistics, or maybe even switching into battle cruisers. There's such a heavy investment. Like, it's hard to, because, like, think how sluggy this is. They're both spending money. Okay, there's smart servos. He's even flown his... Oh, my God. I didn't even realize he flew his main base CC down because he kept losing CCs. Flew it somewhere. Nicorak's been mining a lot, but he's been putting the pressure on. As you notice, there's a lot of idle SCVs. So in the income graph, Nicorak's been leading. It's like playing Gateway Man versus... It's like one of two things. When you're in these kind of spots in TVT and even in others, even if it wasn't mech, it's literally like playing Gateway Man, Protoss, when you're just pure bio, because like we just now are getting into our vehicle upgrades. See, he's getting ship weapons now, so Nicorak is going to plan to go to Vikings potentially, or Liberators, like I mentioned. Thing is, this Doom drop is going to jump on all the production, and most of the army is turtled elsewhere. And you can't lose your production in TVT. That could be a win condition. However, there could be a base trade. Mech is so slow and clunky, it can be kind of rough. And most of this production, if not all, is going to go down. It looks like 3 factories being built elsewhere because, well, just quite frankly, has to. Oh my God, he didn't have anything siege below or what have you. Medevacs going down could be big, but oof. He's gonna try to get in and siege. Like, it's difficult there. Tanks just now sieging. Oh my God, there's gonna be friendly fire on tanks from the SCVs killing some of the tanks below. Medevacs getting shot down by Vikings. And there's just too much here on this side in the bio front. The Vikings could land, but Marauders do decent. It's kind of weird with Marauders and Vikings, in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen. Scrappy game, but now that the tanks and Vikings are here, the wall of missile turrets are going to go in. He's going to want to try to save his medevacs. At the same time, even the Vikings are going to be helpful. Oh my God, this is going to be clean up. Still a big push to the side. All that's here is Vikings. They weren't landed. He gets the Raven or whatever the fuck. Yeah, okay, it's Ravens. CC falling. It's looking rough for Bad News Bears for Baby Marine. Nicorak's going to take game number 1 on ley lines. Beautiful drop. Well played by Nicorak. Do believe Nicorak is the favored player here. Unfortunately, a lot of these guys are EU, and I know this is a weird time to start it. I did it when I thought it would be good, but today ended up being a little bit of a dumpster fire. A wee bit of a dumpster fire. Give me a bit before we get into the next one. Check on something. Oof. The beard is banging. We're getting there. I mean, I'm going to try to keep it trim and stuff. I haven't really been trying. I wasn't even able to sneak in a shower today. Like, stuff there. How you doing, Dav? SE2? Thank you, buddy. Thank you for hanging. Tell your friends. We got days of this tournament. Not just today. This man needs 2 points to advance. We're on Tokamak for game number 2 in the red Heron SCVs. Give it up for Baby Marine. His opponent up a point in the blue. It is Nicorak. He is from Platinum Heroes, Baby Marine from Stramer Zone. 2 Terrans duking it out. Hopefully we don't end in a turtle fest. Baby Marine was the aggressor earlier on in the first game, and it kind of went there because of the Viking play, etc. I think he was kind of forced into mech. A lot of back and forth. Nicarac did exactly what you're supposed to do in those cases, in my opinion, and that is just keep putting the pressure on, keep denying the fourth base. Going into the Marauders was beautiful. He did have tanks of his own, too, at points, but he went so heavily into bio. It's cool. He did have tanks here or there. I think vehicle weapons would have been good for his tanks, because honestly, if he got into vehicle weapons, too, he could have been in an advantage for even though he had fewer tanks when he staged stuff. He could have got a lot of damage done. But still, what do I know? He won. Both players going for a scout just in case of 2-Rax Reaper, 3-Rax Reaper. It is a tournament after all. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the OSC Masters Cup. The 150th Masters Cup. I'm honored to be doing it for my 4th year in a row. Yes, I'm putting some money in as well. $600 prize pool. I'm going to try to see if we can get my buddy Eddie to consider doing a match Reno as well. We'll see how it goes, you know, like as we get into it. Maybe we can get community boosting. There's a lot of events going on. I think this is cool as it is. We got the Caster Safe House. We have the SE for All in Philadelphia at Nerd Street, aka the location of Cheeseadelphia. We have Stellar Fest coming up by Ursa TV in Ottawa. We have other events that have not been disclosed, supposedly. And I have rumors there might be a Chinese event. I don't know. I think is one of it. Oh, Roddy's been teasing that a lot. So 1-Rax Expand, ladies and gentlemen, by the way. I didn't even mention that, so you're going to have a bunker down. But we'll see what happens from here. Reaper and Marine should be a tell that that's the case. I think, well, there was already a scout on this, so Nicarac knows this. Baby Marine risking it. Yeah, nope. I don't know why he's being that, he's worried about another Reaper, but this... You can't lose that SCV if you really shouldn't lose that SCV, ideally. Factory finishing up just now, because you really want to get that up. We do have one Marine to guard. The high ground Reaper going as well. And the bunker will... See what I'm saying? Oh my god, just... Oh. If he just had his, like, even a unit there, it would have buffered for the SCV. The bunker would be done, and this would be stopped. And now, ladies and gentlemen, will it finish in time? It will. The Reaper even died. Not like this, Baby Marine. Smartly moves these guys up front, but will reveal that this is going to be fully open and up for grabs. Hellion is coming out as well, but there's a second Hellion. Oh, man. Man, oh, man, this is looking rough for Baby Marine. The Italian Stallion Part 2. The second edition. You know what we're going to call him? All right. If Rainer is the Italian Stallion, sure, we got a lot of Italian players. We got Larimbo. We got Alex. We got Azura. I think we should call, it's only fair, we call Baby Marine Rambo. Fitting into the Baby Marine, you know what I'm saying? What do you guys think? I think he should be John Rambo. If not, we'll debate, chat. We'll debate. I'm gonna start calling him Rambo. I think it's only fair. Or we're gonna call him like Don Corleone or something. I don't want to make him, you know, we don't want that. I think John Rambo is what I'm gonna call him. Another Sylvester Stallone character. Who the fuck doesn't like Rambo either? Alright, anyway. Interference Matrix well ahead for Nicarac. We are going for Ravens as well. Baby Marine, you didn't get a Viking out, which is smart. Depending of drops, etc. Banshees or Raven harass. And all in all, a decent defense. He's got a bunch of Marines. If they stay alive, could be really beneficial. I like the hidden third CC there. Nicarac building his on location, but he's kind of hiding it here from any poking and prodding as do get the tank going out. Like the tank change in position. Viking and Raven gonna poke ahead. Scare the Cyclone away. And forcing the smart path away. Nicarac with his third tank, this third Raven. Interesting how Nicarac does this. Many people just swap right away. Ooh, excuse me. They swap their starport immediately, so... Because the advantage is you get your stem, but you can start building Vikings or medevacs, or if you're like me, the Dave special, the medevac and the Viking. Which nobody does, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure... there's got to be... Scrub players clearly got to do it. Third CC is being made into an orbital on the location and scanned from Baby Marine. He sees that. These Ravens with interference matrix, though, mate. They're going to be a bit of a problem. They got a good amount of energy, too. There's only 2 Ravens. Oh, no, they both have interference matrix. So the Viking actually could come into play here. And we are building 2 more. These 2 Vikings are going to be helpful as well. Raven advantage is always nice, but having the Viking and the Cyclone help against this. For reposturing. The siege tanks getting another position. Okay, he's going to try to chase a little bit. He actually might be able to chase. No, he's going to posture. Yep, sieging the 1 tank here. Love it. Oh, he's just going to go down. Nicarac's going to go back. So Nicarac's been really loving life, getting ahead economically. Has his stem finishing up his 1-1. And it's kind of, again, mech from Baby Marine. Start a 4th CC. So this time if he is going mech, in a weird, I don't know. Like Ravens could be good as well, honestly. I know people usually just tank, like Liberator, blah, 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 Hellions. I honestly feel like a way to change it up could be to go into Ravens. And it's hard because the gas you need, if you could get a 4th base, sure. It's because Ravens, if you already invested in interference matrix, the fact that you have anti-armor missile on bio, hell, anything with tanks is just going to shred it. Number 2, the auto turret DPS is always just so goddamn good. They just chew through everything. Tank count, pretty close. All right, double drop here attempted on the side of Nicarac. I love the tank placement. Drop is going to go... Oh, my God. Great tank placement from Baby Marine, though. But still, I think this might be able to get in. Oh, he's going to jump right on... Nope. He's going to go right into the main base where there's nothing protected. Oh, wait. But wait. Was that an F2? F2 at FU is Sergeant Sadsack says tanks will siege. Marines are going to go down, I think. Yep, that one repairing it. 5 SCVs falling. Oh, my God. But the interference matrices, it was a... Oh. If somehow the Vikings were split, I think this would have been way better because we could have taken that out. We could have dropped auto turrets as the tanks were sieging. The Vikings certainly could have got work. Yes, they could have also got Shrek by auto turrets, but I think this would have went remarkably better for Baby Marine. He's taken considerable losses. The 4th CC about to finish for Nicarac. There is a 4th CC for Baby Marine. I like how he's going to the 6 o'clock position. However, that's not too bad. All things considered. Oh my goodness. Baby Marine lost one of his Ravens. That's rough. There's 3 Ravens over here too. Like, yeah. Losing Ravens is big. Look at the losses. That's a... Oh. It's rough. Could be worse. But it's more like the SCV count now. The economy, the fact that you're going against a bio player. It's not just... Well, that Cyclone certainly died pretty quick. Interference matrix goes down on the 2 tanks here. The 1 tank's all that's defended this. Oh, we're going to lose this base. Oh, mamma mia. It is looking kind of rough. For Baby Marine. For Rambo. For First Blood. Alright, yeah, CV scouts this. There's a couple missile turrets. Medevac drop trying to go in. Oh my god, that drop is... Oh, Greg just lost those 2 medevacs. Well, I guess that went well for Baby Marine, but trying to claw his way back up. Trying to get into those upgrades for his vehicle weapons and plating, but oh my god. Losing that base was rough. He had that base baited before. Nicaragua going to 88 workers, though. I mean, it's, again, like going Gateway, man. He's going to have all the racks and everything else, kind of like, but yeah, he's setting it up. He doesn't have concussive shells just yet. The Hellions do delay the 5th. So here comes Nicaragua pushing in. We do have a decent siege line, but anti-armor missile going to help against the Marine, but still, we're going to probably have to land some Vikings here. Oh yeah, we are. But the tanks are unsieged, and oh my god, everything all together cleans it up. Make no mistake. Baby Marine wants to believe, but no, he does not. The game is over, and it will be a swift, well, kind of swift 2-0 for Nicaragua. The first game a little turtly. We will be moving on. And for all of us, I'm going to be changing up what we are on to. Going to take a short break. Again, this is the OSC Masters Cup number 150. If you want to support it, please use the links and the command. If you're on YouTube, OSCesports.com. They also have beautiful merch. But yeah, give me a few. I will be right back. And we have Gerald versus Young Yankov, a PVZ to change it up. Different matchup. I shall be right back. All right, guys, here we are getting into our next series. Looks like Nicaragua did make it to the upper bracket qualifying series. We will be fighting against... Actually, you know what? Let's finish that off. Let's see, do I have it? I do. You know what? My mistake. We are going to continue on, unfortunately, for another TVT. This one is going to be a little bit of a tough uphill challenge. Let's finish that whole area. Considering we went through the Nicaragua side before, let's go to Beyond versus Nicaragua. All right, ladies and gentlemen. You ready for this? I think this is going to be a banger. Could be quick. Who knows? But I think Beyond and Nicaragua usually have some good games. Obviously, Beyond is a bit favored. Let us get into it. First map is written in Korean, and I couldn't identify. Oh, I should know already. It is again on ley lines. Upper bracket qualifying series. Hanger, I hardly knew her. How you doing, True? Here we are in the upper right-hand corner of ley lines in the red Terran STVs, representing Shopify Rebellion. It is Beyond. And his opponent in the bottom left in the blue. Give it up for John Rambo. It is no, I'm just kidding. That was Baby Marine. It's Nickerack from Platinum Esports. Right. So far, nothing too crazy to talk about. We just got into it. Hope you guys are liking the series, liking the games, liking the event as we kick off. So apologies for changing it there. I just figured we might as well follow through on that side. We can go on each line of the bracket as it goes in. Double gas from both. That's all that's going on right now. We got my favorite Terran. I should say my number 3 Terran. You know, now my favorite Terran of all time. Okay, I'll say it's Beyond. But I was going to, you know, meme a little bit and say, of course, you know, third now when it comes to planning who I'm rooting for, because we got Foxer and Percival, who are on Kirktown. Little Dave bias right there. I shouldn't do that, but you know, I'm just gonna do a little nod there. I am trying, even with all the expenses and things I have to do. And again, I'm trying to figure out how to get this in. Like today, ended up working out to be honestly a bad day for me, where I thought it would be good. Due to time constraints of things with the move or, you know, assessors coming to my house, etc. Realtors, assessors, what have you. But I did set this, so I was like, you know, we're not gonna cancel it. We're scheduling it. It's good. It's good Starcraft. Tech Lab before Hellion from Beyond. He does this. He might go for a little Cyclone drop, Reno. Might just be going for a safety Cyclone first. Going to pressure with 2 Reapers is a little ballsy, because usually there's going to be a Hellion too. But it is Beyond. If anything, if he's feeling salad too. His micro is very much on point. His aggression is very much on point, and that Cyclone is underway. Does delay your starport. Going to pick up on the second supply depot. It's big. Does get a delay on the starport for just a moment. So, like, that's the cost of going Cyclone first, is it does delay your starport. Beyond going for his next one. I don't know if he's going to go for another Cyclone in this case. Is he going to go right for a tank? See, starting up his next gas. Nickerack's gas started up. His CC just finishing up pretty much in tandem with Beyond's, just a hair faster. Beyond did lose the Reapers, but 2 SCVs and a little bit of delay on starport and a little bit of a supply block. He's going to be a siege tank. We do have a tech lab coming. Beyond going for Ravens, most likely. I highly doubt he's going to go for Banshees. It's not usually in style for Beyond. He does every so often you'll see him, but more of a Gumi-Ho kind of move, special kind of play. In ages of old, it'd be TY. And yeah, that's about it as we get into it. Interference tricks being started a little earlier for Nickerack, but Beyond's getting it right behind. So yeah, it's very standard TBT. It's a little bit different, little subtleties in the build order. All right, Nickerack going for a push with the 2 Cyclones. We do have the siege tank preventing something. There's nothing, there's no medevac, so no medevac's pretty good here for Beyond. He's going to start his third CC. Nicorak starting his third CC. Right on par. All right, cool. Beyond going for faster stim, getting his racks. Nicorak not quite there just yet. I love the siege tank placement of Beyond. Oh, he's got to be careful with his Raven, but the Raven will... Okay, he does scout this. Nicorak realizes it. He's going to back off. Beyond might try to bait this in with the Cyclone. Okay, let's see. Nicorak postured with his Ravens, etc. 2 racks just now going down for Nicorak. His stim's a little behind, but I actually don't hate this to a point. He did manage to get his 3 Ravens out. Beyond just went for the... Oh, no. He's still going for his 3rd Raven, so that's why he did get the other tech lab switch, etc. Waiting around, he's kind of... The trade-off for this is Beyond did delay his tank production, but he's focused on bio, and he already has 1-1 started, so that's quite good. So he might end up in a spot like Nicorak's eBays are going to finish up pretty soon, so it shouldn't be too far off, but Beyond might find himself in a 1-1 timing, considering the amount of bio, etc. Beyond being cautious, he doesn't want to lose the Cyclone if he can help it. He does want to get this 3rd CC down when he can. Nicorak dropping on location, just going to make the orbital on location. Beyond sending the Cyclone out. Whoa, he wants to go get some get some information, maybe pick off a few units without using a scan. All right, tanks are kind of revealed by the method in which the Raven is killed. Beyond gets a mule, gets a SCV or 2. Oh, Beyond might want to get out of there. Gets a little lock-on, gets a little damage on the Raven, just being annoying. The 2 Cyclones, the Reaper and the Hellion, are going to go back, maybe trying to catch the Cyclone. Oh, yeah, they're going to posture the 3rd. Tank's not sieged. Oh. One is going to siege at. It's going to be enough to scare Nicorak away. But Beyond, sends his Cyclone to its maker. AKA Fisher-Price. Fisher-Price, manufacturer of the Cyclone. Thomas the Tank Engine. Nicorak actually pulling a Beyond on Beyond, or attempting to, going for a double medevac drop. He does have stim. Both have stim. Combat shields underway for both. Nicorak's a little faster. Upgrades are going to finish momentarily for Beyond. Beyond has his Ravens postured to defend, but there's absolutely nothing to scout this. Beyond going into medevacs as he normally does. Well, he does have some units, kind of, sort of. It's just not enough Marines. Dropping, trying to mitigate some losses here, I guess. SCV's fighting Marines that are away. Wait. What were the losses? 9 SCVs for Beyond. Anyway, Nicorak diving into tank fire, but all 3 tanks are interference matrix still. The 1 Cyclone here is going to be annoying. The 2 interference matrices from Beyond are actually going to help out way more, because guess what? These tanks... Oh no, he unsieged them. Oh, he should have just left them sieged. If he just left them sieged, he would have been fine, but I think this distractionary drop was enough. Nicorak getting some good damage. Make no mistake, behind this is going to have his 2-2 started before both were able to get an armory in, but Nicorak's leading a solid 24 workers here. From the damage he's done with the drop and catching Beyond a little off guard. Nicorak going back in. It's just a 4 Marine drop. It's not too terrifying. Beyond could have just, maybe gotten out like even a Viking. 2 Vikings, I think, would be worth it. We all know Beyond style. Nicorak actually at times does have a similar style to Beyond. He'll work on multi-point attacks and keep the pressure on and just try to drop everywhere. Nothing really guarding the natural, but a missile turret, which might actually help taking out he almost takes out a medevac. Beyond is bleeding on workers. He's going for a push, though. Beyond wants to get blood in. Oh my god, this tank is going to go down. The DPS is not going to be enough of the SCVs in the tank. Most of the bio is cleaned up, but still, Beyond mounts the force. They can fight this a bit, but so many workers dying. Beyond could take this base out and cancel the 4th, but my god, he's down 30 workers. Beyond. He's not focusing on that. He literally had Marines there. Ultimately, he's going to win it, but he really can't afford to lose too much there. Anti-armor missiles coming in. Interference matrix on the tanks. Good, there's not another tank for Nicarak, but Nicarak had so many interference matrices. Beyond only has one tank, and his army's Cheeto dusted. Lots of auto turret energy for Beyond. I think Beyond might just take this as things come unsieged in a very scrappy game. Beautiful game number 1 of the series. Well played by both of them, honestly. Nicarak was getting so many points of damage in. It was just very... It looked like Nicarak could have taken it. Let me catch up on some things. Well played. We'll get ourselves into game number 2 here. The upper bracket qualifying series for this series in particular. Nicarak is going to need 2 games to advance. Let's get into it. From here, we'll be moving on. He's up a point. He's red. He's a Shopify rebel of Shopify Rebellion. It is Beyond, a.k.a. Micro Jackson. His opponent in the blue, Platinum Heroes, is Nicarak. Hoping to fight his way back. Really good game number 1. Hoping this one delivers as well. And guys, if you're new here, do me a favor, smash that follow button. Hamp out the OSC, exclamation mark OSC in chat. I'm doing that right now. And we do have a Liquipedia page amongst this, so very good stuff. Figured we'd follow each side a bit at a time. There's going to be double gas from both. No one racks expand. Beyond, we'll mix it up sometimes. We saw Baby Marine do that in the previous series, but honestly, some pretty good stuff. Mixu played really well, by the way, too. That was a good series to start it on, I should say. But yeah. Most of these, I'm not going to be doing this. It's just been a stressful day. I'm having just a couple tonight. Relaxing, enjoying the casting. Chat's been a little quiet because, we're on OS. We take it easy here. It's all right. Respectable event, but we are in the qualifiers. Sure, Eddie would agree too. We got to have fun, though. I turned off the bots. Tanges down, but I'd prefer you not use it. The only thing I really wish right now is we had Terran music for the TVTs. Something about the game that I really wish they would surprise us with a little quality of life thing with the patches and stuff. And da-da-da-da-da. It would be really cool if it alternated the music. I have mine set to Brood War and Starcraft, too. Let's be real. The Brood War Terran music's good. I love the Starcraft 2 music in general, too. Like, Legacy of the Void music's good. Even HOTS music's good. It's all good. It's just, it'd be nice to even change it up between them all. Having, like, Terran 1, 2, and 3 from Brood War would be nice. The original, I should say. The old Protoss music, the old Zerg music, or even just having it between their races more than it goes to. It's so weird that it doesn't, like, by design you have the options in the menu, and it just never has worked correctly. In my opinion, that's all there is to it. Beyond has a couple Marines out with this. Should be able to hold this. Marines. I wouldn't have hated the Marines going down a little bit. He could have got a little bit of extra DPS, but he's going to lose the Hellions and Reapers. Necroc getting some good damage. The Cyclones, all that's left to hold. Marines do pop out again to help, too, but they... Oof, one Marine survives. Yowza! That actually technically favored Beyond. Losing a Marine, 2 Reapers, and a Hellion versus the 3 Reapers, costing 50 more gas. For Necroc, the trades be trades. Ultimately, no workers were felled. We do have Interference Matrix going faster for Necroc, but Beyond's right on ball with it, both with their 3rd gas. Siege tank coming out for Necroc ahead of Beyond. Beyond going for 2 Cyclones this time. Interesting. It is a thing, you know. I will say this, guys. I don't know how many of you remember this, but some patches back, when we had the different Cyclone, I hated when TVT was all Cyclone Raven, Cyclone Raven, Cyclone Raven, every goddamn game. Not every game, but there were so many games. Not necessarily like at this level, but even in pro games, we'd see it. It was Cyclone Raven, Cyclone Raven. Dear God, I was so happy when that patch left for that reason. There were things about the patch that then that I did like that were still in, like, as much as people really hated battery overcharge, rather. It's mistakenly called energy overcharge now. It's energy recharge is what the ability is called now because of that previous one. Myself, thinking about it on other sides, I can just tell you, I barely played Terran, and my TVP win rate was exceptionally higher than it is now. I think it's going to climb since they patched everything. Storm, they've been changed, etc. It's not... I'm with Clem. Clem and I talked about Balance last night when I played him. And he goes, yeah, I'm actually liking the patch. Clem's open. Clem's thinking it's looking a lot better for Terran now. I tend to agree. At the very least, he's liking it, but... You know, it's... Storm is still good. It's better against some things. But I think with... I don't know. We can all think and have our thoughts. They're doing what they're doing. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if they end up going the path of, Larry, we're going to keep doing changes, we're going to shake things up. Like, conservatively before, I would imagine if it was like the Balance Council, they would be like, we'll keep Storm, but we'll keep the nerf. I think that's all I really needed myself, but it was the fact that you had like 2 storms per recharge was a little, and that was, the impact of how strong it is was a little much. Anyway. Interference Matrix is coming in. Beyond getting caught with his pants down a little. There's still an auto turn. Oh, I think that could have been an Interference Matrix. That would have been a little better made Necroc, but he is these 5 Vikings, the tanks. The supporting bio does not want to drift too far forward because there is a tank. Oh my God, killing the 3rd. This is pretty much... I've seen GGs for less, but this is Beyond. Can he make something happen? That is significant losses for Beyond. Necroc just finishing his 3rd, though this came at a cost. Beyond is going to have upgrades finishing up here. That is one thing, his bio, but still it's breaking this position, and he's lost tanks. Ugh! Look at the trade efficiency for Nicorak, but Stem is done. Nicorak hasn't even started. Beyond comes in behind with these interference matrices. What the fuck? I was not even seeing that. Ladies and gentlemen, Beyond takes it at a 2-0 from what seemed to be... Oh my god. Oh my god, chef's kiss. That was freaking insane play from Beyond. What a goddamn banger. Hold on a second, guys. All right, so anyway, that's, well, Beyond qualified on this qualifier. And we will be seeing what we got from there. We will be moving on to the other upper bracket qualifier. I may have goofed something up here. It's going to be Gerald versus Young Yakov. All right. Get into it. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Persephone in the blue. From Streamer Zone, it is Gerald. His opponent in the upper left in the red. Young Yakov. Our Zerg man against our Protoss man. Gerald going for the earlier probe hatch block. Probe, that is. Forcing the triangle or linear third. Young Yakov's just like, nah, I know Gerald. I'm just going to go right to third. Yakov, known to be... He has some fucking great macro. But at the end of the day, I will say this about him. He also is a very strong cheeser. This could go either way, ladies and gentlemen. Say what you will. My man Yakov is pretty strong, too. I'm not even giving my friend bias to Gerald. Many of you guys know he is my bra. I even let him stay with me at Philly when we were doing Cheesadelphia, which was an experience, which was a vibe. More because I was, like, in party mode and at the same time, like, stress mode from the event. And when I was, and he got in, like, stupid late and was jet-lagged and had no sleep, and I had no sleep. It was funny, though. It was pretty cool. Anyway, definitely an experience. Kind of cool having a... And he is significantly younger than me, too. It's kind of funny. Like, Gerald's, you know, hotel staying with a significantly older buddy. Like, it was just funny. But he's been a great dude for a long time. Oh, and Yakov, just a huge fan. He's been improving so much. A really good Zerg player. I think we're in store for a banger. Very standard opener from our Zerg. Yakov's pulled off gas, doing metabolic before hatch. Probe's still a nuisance, even though the probe almost went down. Lings will make short work of it. Yep, look at that. Oh, he's waited for him. He's trying to. Oh, yeah, that is one dead probe. Yakov, mate, you could just keep... Okay, he's droning more. I think he could have just hit that and cut it, but he knows what he's doing more than I do. My Zerg is my lowest rate, lowest performing race right now. Stargate opener from Gerald. Gerald will switch it up sometimes. He's usually plays Stargate, but every so often he'll go DT Archon or Archon drop. Usually you'll see Archon drop more from... either Forjumi or Christianer. But we'll see. Hell, I mean, lately we've been seeing, you know, Stargate into the Archon drop. Is a possibility. Gerald, what are we doing? He's trying to bamboozle him in a way. I think he just made a mistake. That's, oh yeah, loses it to depth. Oh, it's rough. And Yakov's putting the pressure to deny the third base. Now, here's the thing. When you're in this case is the Protoss. Yeah, this is not good for Gerald. He's still going to try to take the third. Well, he has the Oracle. He could use it defensively. He's probably going to need an energy recharge here. And does have the other in depth of at least hold the wall. Yeah, he's going to need that. Bro, why didn't you just get it? Okay, he's going to wait and then do it. He didn't want to tip his hat in front of the Overlord. Keeping the Oracle there as a threat. A little bit of a deterrence. Spanks that booty on the Zergling. Lost energy. Actually, a good micro from Yakov. Gerald! Oh my god. How you doing? Get you Nash the Stampede. By the way, guys, if you're new here, do me a favor. Smash that follow button on Twitch. Subscribe to my YouTube. You're also going on YouTube if you prefer it. I know I'm not preferring any I'm not myself preferring anything. You're not allowed to do that or say that. As Ricky LaFleur says in the trailer, Bork Boys, we're getting 2 birds stoned. Void Ray follow-up. Interesting from Gerald. No Twilight Council. Oh, no, there he is. Twilight Council is part of the wall. Interesting from Gerald. I actually kind of don't hate the order of operations here, but I think it was situationally. Kind of a rough start for Gerald, honestly, but he held his third base. Just took a little bit of shields. Adept's going to push out the Void Ray and the Oracle going as well. He wants to get something done, but there's a significant amount of Lings left. Not like a ton. Yakov is running. That Oracle's taking a beating. I feel like Gerald is in a bit of trouble. He could go Overlord hunting, potentially finding that. Maybe, oh, he could have gone Overlord hunting and got this guy while everything was going on. Keeping the Oracle alive, I feel, is a little more important. He does get a good scout. Pretty damn good scout on that 4th hatchery. At the 1 o'clock position. Gerald using the Void Ray as an Oracle, getting the cross-pathing drones. I think he's getting a little greedy here. Gerald. I feel like this game he might have been tired or something. Maybe he played in something just before or just was having a rough day because it's not like Gerald to throw. Oh my gosh. Ay, ay, ay. Well, guess what? He is going to catch another Overlord for his troubles. Second Overlord going on, albeit a little later. It is a small catch for Gerald. Starting to get his gateways out, getting his storm out. Let's take a look. The army supply obviously favoring Zerg. Yakov getting those Hydras out, getting that centrifugal hooks and the muscular augments. Setting up for timing. He's at 66 drones. Much like the Roach attack, I think now with the changes over the years, Hydraling Band could be a good 66 Roach timing, which are 66 Hydra. 66 timing for this comp. And more effective in some cases, if you can pull it off before Protoss can start getting those units out. Gerald taking a 4th base early. Loses the Oracles. Man, oh my gosh. Yakov looks like he's in a good spot, in my opinion. Gerald, upgrades are looking good. He's going to have Storm coming up. It ain't the Storm we used to, so... Big thing is it's about patience dealing with Storm, I feel like, as I've been playing some Zerg. May not be my best race. Still, I've been putting some time back in, getting used to it again. Decent scout. The Overlord is going to see that Storm. Oh, he's going to see that Storm finished if he potentially. But so many Banelings tasteless. Oh my god. We do have Storm available. Do we have Storm? Well, do we have Storms available? Yes, we do. He's going to have to storm his own. Oh, that's a vibe. He kind of had to storm those just in case there was Ascend and, you know, everything was, the momentum was rolling quite literally with these speed Banelings. Oh my, Gerald's actually doing, I feel like he's done just as much damage to his own units as his opponents with those storms, but, I mean, he's technically killed more, but the hull damage, some of the stalkers ended up being failed from that. Oof. I think Gerald will hold, but honestly, yeah, Gerald is definitely going to hold. The reinforcements are the issue, but if he picks up all these Hydras, that could be a problem. But Lings are quite... Oh, my God. Gerald blinks forward aggressively, kind of like a hero blink. Aggressive and into it, but... Oof. 10 Hydras coming behind this. Gerald needs to prepare before he does have charge finished up. Charge finishing up is quite nice here. +2 finishing up for Gerald. 2 double Evo coming down just now for Yakov. Yakov, one thing I will say is we look around, he does not have an infestation pit. He's going into his Spire. I like his base count. Drone count's kind of meh. Now that Gerald's on 85 workers, he's transitioning to Fleet Beacon, etc. I would have liked an infestation pit and some droning behind. Like, Yakov continued the aggression, or the aggressive stance. Yes, he is another hatch. But I think in modern patches, in the last couple, including this one, it's very significant that you hit that infestation pit timing your lurker den, or ultra cavern for that matter after. But keeping up with the upgrades, keeping up with the tech, the hive tech is what I'm getting at. That's the biggest thing. Infestors can be good too. You got Microbial Shroud. There's different options. It's that tech investment for Zerg is very clutch. I will say the Spire's not a bad idea. Obviously, it's not for mutas. It should be for mutas. He's going to need Corruptors, make no mistake. So the Spire finishing up is going to be nice ahead of time. Big assault from our Zerg man. Oh, the Storms. These Banelings sat in there a bit. Breaching the wall. Another Storm hits. Not really doing too much, but there's more Storms. And, well, the 4th base is going to go down. It's not time with Hive Tech where we have Lunge. Zealots hitting that 5th base, but you know what? Wait, we're not doing anything. It's because there's a... Wait, why are we... Why is he... Why? He could have saved the base. Why did we go here? You already had... oh, well, I guess it was kind of worth it. Oh, man, the F2. I think the Hydras could have... It was only 5 Zealots. The Hydras could have dealt with that. Make no mistake, I'm not saying I would do anybody better or many of us. Yakov's a really good player, and he's got a lot to think about here. But at the end of the day, I think that was a little bit of a mistake. Now, remember what I said? There's no way he's going into mutas. I'm just thinking immediately of Thriving GG. Mutas can work against that? Are you high? What do we have, though? Tempest. Honestly, Blink Stalkers in Tempest. Where are the Blink Stalkers? We have a couple Archons. We have 11 Blink Stalkers. A couple Tempest Mothership. Mutas are fast. Mutas are hella fast. We are going into +1 flyer attacks. I think the mutas need to be hit. He's got a lot of... Okay, this is 21 mutas if he hits with +1. He hides this well. Zealot should be dealt with here. Shouldn't be a problem. This could catch... This could actually... You know what? I wouldn't hate denying the Stargate production. Or he's not going to be able to kill this in time. The +1 flyer attack's not done yet. We did force a recall. But guess what? 11... What's... A Mothership and an unstorm available High Templar. Mutas diving in, getting 21 workers. He's going to pick off Tempest for not free. Slow field zone going to be a bit of a problem. There's static defense here now. Stalker's warping. Oh my god, there's a storm not available. Actually, it is. Guess what? He catches the High Templar too. Beautiful catches. But on the other side of the map, Zealots are running amok. Banelings catching the other Zealots. What a scrappy game here. Oh man, what a beautiful game we got going here. And I think we may just be in luck for a good series. Storm does not catch much. He does depower this. His Phoenixes are not necessarily needed, but they definitely are useful against this much as you're going into air attacks and stuff. Tempest, not the greatest against mutas, especially in lower numbers, but it's Tempest, Stalker, Storm, Archon, yeah, that's perfectly great against mutas. And, well, these mutas are definitely not going to live for long. And is it much of an investment as it was? I would say they definitely got a lot of value Was it worth it? I don't think so. Maybe kind of, sort of, because Gerald now, you know, he was sitting on all this economy. Now is another base. He can produce 5 workers at a time with Chrono Boost. We're now going into Corruptors. It remains to be seen. Gerald's army supply is massive, but now he's got, like, Phoenixes and random shit. And, I don't know, his High Templar don't have a lot of energy. He's got Archons against a lot of Hydras. We went into range attacks for Zerg Infestation Pit. Coming in quite late at 13:22 on the timer. Guys, it's not the bracket. It's exclamation mark Liquid. Liqu for Liquipedia. Bracket is hidden. Games were played in advance. It's just how it works. So the players, it's good for the players. Quite frankly, it's good for us sometimes too. Or, you know, I'll do my best to work it out with Eddie as well. Oh my goodness. Storms have done it. It's all out. GG. Gerald takes it. In a very scrappy game, and surprisingly, those mutas did. I think it's safe to say they did relatively well, to say the least. Guys, I need to take a moment between this. A good start to the series. And again, support OSC, OSCesports.com. Check out the merch. There's a Ko-Fi. Search OSC Esports on Ko-Fi. I got links in my Twitch chat. Sorry, the YouTube crew. I don't even have it open. The stream wasn't opening. The moment it's not a priority. Eventually it might be. We'll see. We don't even know what the future holds for Dave streams in general for a while. So that, you know, might be a bit. All right. As promised, I'm back. Let's get into game number 2. Ladies and gents, we are going to start this one off on Tokamak. Spawning the upper right-hand corner in the blue, representing Streamer Zone. He is up a point. Give it up for our Polish Protoss, Gerald. And his opponent in the bottom left, in the red, Zerg drones. Give it up for young Yakov. Going 15 hatch. 15 Overlord, 15 hatch. I should say. Very standard opener from Gerald, going for a gate scout this time. He's not too concerned about a hatch block this game. He's just like, well, we are just going to go in and be more macro effective. We're going to be more economically effective. Go for a gate scout and risk it against Yakov, who is not cheesing Gerald this game. Funnily enough, I used to consider Yakov more of a cheeser, like he was. He is not afraid the 12 pool proxy hatch. He is not, or other cheeky builds, drone pull, 12 pool. He spices it up. Maybe he's becoming old Yakov, though Roddy asked him and he said, nope. Even when he's older, he's not changing his name. As long as he's playing the game, he's going to stay young Yakov, even if he should be young, old Yakov. He's not, or just Yakov, you know? I think that's funny. Man of conviction. Our Russian Zerg players. A little bold move. Oh. Gerald being annoying with the probe. He might lose this probe for this. Eesh. Little ballsy as the pool's finishing up here. 2 queens, no lings just yet. And I don't know if you guys have noticed that have regularly watched me. I took it a little to heart from my man Kwame and Protostegosaurus and SC Historian. Because I always say Gerald or Geralt, and change it up. I'm just calling him Gerald all the time now. Gerald ultimately pulled a really strong late game, even with all the crazy stuff with the mutas and whatever in the last one. But his opener, I would consider it more along the lines of Gerald Ford. Not to insult him, but I am breaking balls a little bit. Good buddy. All right, anyway. One stalker picking off... I was going to say, does it pick off 4 lings? It picks off 3 lings. Doesn't get too adventurous with this because there's a pervert pillar right there. Robo from Gerald. Okay, what's the play here? He's got his Twilight Council. This could be DT. It's probably going to be Resonating Glaives. That was the guess. Ooh. He anticipates the Overlord, but is not in position yet. It's only 1. Wait, he recalls. Is he going to... Yeah, it is going to be Resonating Glaives, unless it's a fake out. I thought... Oh, it is a fake out. He started, he goes, nah, we're just going for it. He's going DT Archon, ladies and gentlemen. You thought we'd get all boring Stargate openers here. No, he is not. He's going for the 3-gate DT Archon double gas special. Zergling's coming in. Overlord goes down. The first... I love the pressure with that Stalker. That Stalker's the GOAT, man. It got 3 lings and an Overlord. Chased this other Overlord back for scouting. I don't think he did a great job of... I mean, you're going for a timing with DT Archon, right? But the layer is going to be done. The Roach Warren's out. Yakov's dealt with this before. I think Yakov will be just fine, but... Nonetheless, minor delay for Gerald. Truthfully, it's very minor, but... He has transition points, etc. 4th gate coming, etc. Port Prism is out, going on the map. He wants to go for the 3rd, most likely, knowing Gerald. Yes, you can go for the snipe, etc. You can go for Archon drop, otherwise. You may just go for Archon drop. Gerald going with the Adepts, trying to put some pressure on, distract a little bit. But the Roaches are here. Yakov forced to stop droning. Gerald taking his 3rd. Oh, I love this. He's taking his 3rd beyond it. So he's going to go for DTs, then maybe an Archon after. Overseer's coming. Oh, Gerald! Gerald! Ah! Saves the DT, so he didn't get 4 out, though his 4th gate did finish up in the mix of this. Make no mistake, he's going to want to get some pressure. And ooh, the Spore is relocated, but there is a... Oh my gosh, this is... It's kind of playing with fire here a little bit in the presence of Queen after taking a Spore the face on the Warp Prism. It's a face Spore. Love the Immortal choice, love the blank follow-up. No Forge, though. Okay, Gate and Forge, as I say that, Gate and Forge going down. Evo Chamber has already been started with an Baneling Nest behind him. We do have Wheel. So I have a feeling we're going to see the 60 drone special Roach push out. Maybe even 66, maybe less. He might just go for, we may see a big send from Yakov because he's got a bit of an army. Gerald denying the 4th base for the moment. Doing what you do with Archon drops. Sees the Overlord, wants to get it, but it has to be mindful of the Roaches. Might try to get some damage on the Queens, is going to do so. Does he get a Queen? Getting a Queen's big. Does get the Queen, but there's nothing but army production from our Zerg. Gerald wants to get bits and pieces of damage as he can. Obviously, if you kill Overseers, rather, that's quite good too, but he can also deny creep, etc., etc. Oop, yeah, nice pull. That was a good bit of micro from Gerald right there. Sentries, love it. Sentries, Immortals, +1 starting a little later than his Zerg counterpart. I like the Ling Bane transition with the Guile, so centrifugal hooks and melee, pretty good stuff. Archon drop being pretty effective here. Oh my god, Gerald's doing a great job with this, but still, it's about the army supply. But if Gerald keeps pumping Immortals, gets this, he has Blink Stalkers, Sentries, a lot of really good tools against this. The Immortal count growing to 3, but I have a feeling he's going to keep it going, or he's going to try to, but it's about keeping the pressure. Is Gerald just going to push? Blink is finished, so the couple Archons, a Warp Prism active, and Blink Stalkers, it's going to be all about this. He's going to keep the pressure on. Especially with no 4th base for Zerg. This could be, I mean, it's like not done yet. The land earlier was nice. Forcing all the army is, it can go either way. Gerald has force fields and, oh wow, Baneling's still making their way in. Oh no. They're going to tank into the Immortal while the barrier was active. I mean, Immortals are your best case for it if you really need to come down to it. The Archons were lost. There's a lot of Immortals here, a lot of Stalkers here. Corrosive Biles being a bit of a threat. Gerald forced to back off. He's going to blink at a bunch of Stalkers. +1 on the way for Gerald. That +1 melee's here. Honestly, we don't see Zerglings. We don't see a lot of Zerglings, and the +1 melee was there. Starting to see a couple come out, but still. Gerald trying to get in. Has his couple Immortals in. He's going to put his Warp Prism back a little bit, warping in more Stalkers. I think this 4th base will certainly be done, but Gerald has to be careful. Keeping the Immortals alive, I think, is going to be massive. Obviously, he doesn't want to eat Biles and lose all of his... Well, okay, now we're starting to see links from Yakov. All right, Gerald, some good pressure. The +1 there. +2 on the way for Yakov. Killing the 4th base and just getting the hell out of there is a smart move from Gerald. Wouldn't hate in a weird way. All right, so Yakov did try to take this behind it, but I really wouldn't hate to see an observer come on. Okay, I say that Gerald already started it. DTs are annoying. Well, the DTs didn't really do too much. It was the Archons. DT Archon's not like a cheese. That's if you do play it as Gerald did, it's certainly not a cheese. You get some damage, you keep some pressure, you force some things. GG, Gerald is going to advance on this side. And with that being said, I do want to check on something. We have Baby Marine versus Han Mono. Very confused on this bracket. I'm just going to cast it anyway. It's how the replays were sent. I think I should have, I don't know. I should have double checked everything, but I trust it. It's just or you know what? Let's go on the other thing. I'm gonna check that one after because let's look at the stay on this. Let's go to Gerald versus Percival. How you doing, Hoy Chinook? By the way, I should say ahoy Chinook instead. Let's just follow suit on the upper bracket from how I see it here. It's a me error. But yeah, I was just a little confused here. This may be a hot take. Percival hates TVP. I know very well, as he's a buddy, as he's a Kirktown clanmate, team member, what have you. But you know what? Percival is coming in for Kirktown against my man, Gerald. Let's get into it. Game number 1. Right here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our first game is on ley lines again. The maps are selected. Advance. In the blue, representing Kirktown, as I said it. It's our Terran man from Korea, Percival. Hater of Protoss. His opponent in the upper right, playing Protoss, a sweetheart, a good man from Streamer Zone, but when he's on NA, he has his salsa tag with the cute chihuahua and salsa with the straw. It is Gerald. The meme. PVT, TVP. Oopsie. Forgive me, guys. I just jumped an Arnie. And this is the... I believe this is the current patch, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think this is on the... This is obviously... I don't believe this was the... They nerfed the hell out of Storm patch. It's not the... By the way, we nerfed Storm. Now we made it even stronger than ever. In a weird way. And I think this is the current as it stands. Unless they sneak anything in there or snuck anything in lately patch. Gate scout from Gerald looks like he's setting up for Cybercore. Percival is opening single gas, so probably a single gas 111 from Percival. GSL code as participant and ass kicker Percival, I should say. Say what you will about the guy. Really good Terran player. So I say this. And honestly, between both these guys, I shut my mouth. Because I'm good friends with both of them. I voted for both of them on that thing for that sponsor thing on... I felt bad to Foxer because Gerald was the one that brought it to my attention. I didn't see Foxer on the list. I'm like, well, Gerald was the first one to mention it. I voted for 5 votes for Gerald and 5 votes for Percival, ironically. But and I told Foxer, I'm sorry, man. Hey, man, I hooked you up with some money anyway, so... I didn't get to see the final results other than I know Gerald ended up getting first place. I know there was Gypsy, I was actually confused, forgetting that it's a Brood War tournament as well at Philadelphia at SC for All. It's Gypsy, the Brood War player. When a lot of people were pushing against it for the longest time, it was him leading, Gerald second, and Percival third, so I'm sure one of my boys got it. I know Foxer is mostly covered. It's a stretch for me to support everything I've committed to right now, we'll put it that way, but I did some stuff for way in advance, and I'm a man of my word, even if things are okay, but we got some stuff going on. And the probe comes in, I don't think that was worth it, Gerald. You do that to try to distract you can kill the SEB, at least get a delay on the bunker, and maybe start picking off. But anyway, Adept is the follow-up to the Stalker. We got Blink underway, and we do have... Okay, this could be a 3 racks factory, it's looking like to me. I don't believe this is going to be a 2-on-1, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we got the 3 racks factory from Percival. He's changing it up a little bit. Could be a 2-on-1 still. Okay, second gas coming down, but Okay, yeah, it's looking more and more like a 2-on-1 to me now. I'm starting to think. Nope. Don't second guess myself. It was indeed a 3 racks factory. 3cc 3 racks factory at that. I like this. Both these guys very solid macro players. Percival, of course, will be known to do some 2 base all-ins and stuff. I think in the new patch he's finding his footing. But even on the old patch, he would play macro games against Protoss sometimes. Siege tank coming out. He's going to delay stem. He might just go for 1 tank, maybe a tank clone, maybe 2 tanks. We'll see. There's the starport before. Cancel stint? Why'd he cancel stint? Hey, why'd you cancel stint? Oh, I don't know. A little confused for the moment, but he's going for timing of sorts. Because the 3-1-1. Gerald kind of not really being super aggressive, just a little pressure at the Adept, building up units. Looking close, but we're looking at the production machine for Terran now at this point. Gerald just was on 2 gate, so... No, he wasn't. He was on 3 gate. I'm just blind as a bat. Server going out. Percival just posturing it for that 3 gate blink assault. It's just 3 gate blink, but without pressure, which is actually a common thing. Don't hate the siege tank behind the mineral line, too. We are having a charge follow-up into Robo for Gerald. So he's going into Colossus, most likely. 3rd CC finishing up as an orbital command center. And Percival's even already saturated both gases. Look at this. They're even on workers. Sick macro from both, but this 3rd CC is going to be extra effective. Stalker's going to poke and prod. Adept still being a nuisance. Rock's getting taken down, and we did have just the 2 siege tanks. I like it. Reactor finishing up, medevacs in their way. Adept is going to scout this push out, but yeah. Shade will be canceled. Everything's kind of scouted. Tanks could siege here. Tanks are not going to siege yet. I actually don't hate that. Because it's pure marine. Okay, yeah, that's safe to siege those tanks. Bada bing, bada boom. Good damage from the tanks. Adept still lives to get some scouting. Maybe see push outs, etc. on one side, or look at reinforcements. Maybe sneak in there. We do have the Colossus. No extended thermal lance. I'm not going to rip off my favorite. Sorry, Loco, I'm saying it. Sorry, Hearthstone, I'm saying it. The GOAT takes my spot. Dutch caster. I'm saying, where's that extended thermal lance, mate? You guys know, you've all heard it, Roddy. And it's goddamn, where's the extended thermal lance? I always say it to myself, honestly, when I look at it. I'm like, there's no extended thermal lance, but I think Gerald's forgetting it. It is a thing. When it's forgotten, that's a big issue. Zealot, no, it's just the stalkers on the side, but this double medevac drop from Percival's pretty good. There is a shield battery. Zealot's going to be morphed in. A recall is forced. The Marines are all askew. That could be a problem. I think Marines diving at a Colossus, actually getting hull damage, but Percival did lose a bunch. Wait, Percival indecisive here. Dude, mate, there's a Colossus right there. Yeah, you can't fight that Colossus. Amazing he got some work done, though, but there's another drop going into the other side. Widowmine catching some of the Zealots behind this. A little ballsy from Percival, but I didn't even see this multi-prong attack from Percival. Sees the 4th base dropping from Gerald. He goes, hey, I got a 3rd CC, motherfucker. I killed 10 workers, and I cancel the pylon, be annoying. Picks up all of the Marines. Jettisons out of there, but he is going to run on an afterburner soon. The Stalkers don't continue the chase. Percival, all in all, ahead on workers, though there is a 4th base coming from Protoss that's about to finish up here. Well, not really. Percival actually getting his 4th, too. Leading in army supplies. Upgrades looking decent, going into +1. Gerald just getting his +1. And +1 infantry armor, that is. That's 1 across the board. 2nd eBay and armory finishing up. It's beautiful for Percival. Gerald mounting a little pressure with the Stalkers. Observer kind of hanging out here, does see the army. So he's going to see the push out. Another observer coming in as well. Percival may be mindful of the army. May see this observer. I'll see. Not when it's in bushes. That could be a little tough to tell. I don't have the production tab up. My apologies, guys. It's going to be disruptors. Extended thermal lance was remembered from Gerald, but that actually is going to help him a lot. Oh, I think that Widow mine was scouted. And Percival knows this push is happening. We need to see some mine siege. They are going to. And they will get some little bit of decent damage. Disruptor needs to be respected. Respect my authority, the Eric Cartman Disruptor says as we get into it. Missile turrets here, and the Viking's going to get a free observer. Is this observer noted? No, it's not. Oh, the Widow Mine gets a decent connection, but the observer sees the army. Scouter pylons canceled. That was actually pretty apt from Gerald. Gerald coming in for a sandwich, but guess what? Percival goes, heck you, buddy. We're going to go into your main base. Recalls here. Percival scans, but why did he still drop? Oh, does he get the Disruptor? Getting Disruptor could be big, but he doesn't want to lose all this army. He's not going to lose all this army. Let's try to get that Twilight Council. Almost gets it, but Percival pushing in. Viking's not going to be so useful right here. I'm not going to lie, folks. Drop here. My buddy's calling me again. I literally texted him. I'm casting. I can't talk right now, brother. Love you on heli, but I cannot talk. Guys, I'm going to have to take a break after this game. Make a phone call. I can't be blowing him off. I'm going to be moving and all this and that, and he's catching up. So it might be a few minutes. I apologize. It is what it is. This is the first game, too. That's unfortunate. But for normal circumstances, you know, I still am trying my best on things. It's the best. We can only do our best, right, folks? 5th CC going down for Percival. Oh no, he's gonna drop one right now as the Inquisition comes in. There's no units here. Oh boy. Beautiful, quick, oh, goddamn fast reaction time from Percival as he comes in. There are Stalkers defending as the first Vikings come in to attack, but everything is A-moving. That planetary, it will go down. But the Colossi will be a thing of the past. It's all Disruptor Town here now. So at this point in time, I wouldn't hate Liberator transition eventually. Usually comes into this stage of the game, but 23 workers in fall for Percival. Honestly, he's sit at 63. He should be fine if he doesn't lose a ton more. Nice micro against the Zealots, but it's a big battle going on the other side with Disruptors. Oh, no! Oh, that's so unlucky. Vikings trying to get in and get the Disruptors. Vikings do pretty good damage points against Stalkers, especially when paired with Marauders. Okay against, I guess it's a Zealots, but nonetheless. He really needs to take these Disruptors out. Gets one, gets two, gets three Disruptors. Very huge for Percival. Very good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Percival drops some other CCs behind this. 78 to 63 workers. Percival going into Liberators. Did he get ship weapons? He did get +1. Losing his 4th with that, losing that amount of SCVs is pretty good, but he has taken more of the blood he knows this game in terms of trades. However, some of the damage he's dealt earlier on, Phil has put him into an okay. He's doing better in upgrades. In a weird way, he's doing better in upgrades. He's about that +2 finish. The Ghost is alone and naked, doesn't have any MP available. Percival tries to find a choke point, goes into photon cannons. Almost losing the medevac, but doesn't for now. But the Stalker's going to go on the chase too. Lots of Stalkers being morphed in behind this. It's mostly Blink Stalker Disruptor from Gerald, which is interesting. He doesn't go into Storm at all, or Templar, Dark Templar, etc. Even DTs, though, honestly, truthfully, could be good. Kind of a weird one. First, we're getting a little risky here. Trying to get economic damage on Gerald, but Gerald's leading in the bank in a way that could hurt, but he's going to try to fight what he can, see if he can get any kills, any damage, and does lose it all there. I think Gerald's looking in a good spot here when it comes to army, though. Gerald's leading in the... He's been leading in the income department. Percival found a footing, but it's just about the numbers in army supply. The CC is going to be Gowner, unfortunately. It just takes a long time for those Terran units to come out. And at this point, he does have some libs. Lots of Stalkers on the field. Well, not really. 18 actually is a significant amount. But we don't have, like... we don't have... advanced ballistics research, so that could be a thing. Beautiful EMPs. The Disruptors are going to zone the army back. There's so many Disruptors. All right. I really have to take this... Hey guys, I'm sorry. This is my buddy Angeli.
What's up?
Say hi to Angeli, everybody. I have to take care of something.
You sure you want to continue?
What?
You don't want to continue to Starcraft?
Well, yeah, well, I can't stop it. I mean, I planned this ahead, buddy. That's what guys, I'll be back when I'm back. Give me a few. This is my buddy on heli.
What's up?
Yeah, so I'll be back. Give me a little bit. All right, guys, I gotta check. So, guys, on Helly's here, he was doing his miles and miles of run, right? Like he does. And I really wouldn't do this. We didn't finish the series. Can I either do it tonight or tomorrow and finish this up? We'll set up the event again. Honestly, I'm just going to say I have to do it. I really apologize to you guys. He's volunteering help, okay? I'm moving. I may not move. Either way, I have a lot of stuff that needs to get done. He's a brother. He's that good of a friend. Volunteering help. Yeah, I didn't know. I had this set up. I apologize. Eddie, big apologies, chat. Sorry. I have to do what I have to do. Sometimes you got to do it. YouTube. Deuces, we left off with a 1.2. Gerald, he was Protoss. I know it was the end. Really sorry, but I have to do this. Like, I have to. Time is of the essence, and I've been dicking around. As I said earlier, I almost was like, yeah, I was canceling. I couldn't cancel, but I gotta. All right. I will make it up to you. We'll figure it out after, but I have like 3 hours with him, so I want to make that count to get this shit done. All right? Later, Gators. He's keeping me on task. All right? Eddie, much love. Sorry.